higher than Russell Robertson, Harrow. Higher than Russell Robertson, Harrow. He's a pretty good high flyer. Beautiful day. How's that sun?
It's actually
not going to run today.
It's actually heartbreaking to see Link play here, to be honest.
He should be at Polo Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was going to mention that to you.
All these under and all that, and all the time you put in, and then they're out here at the Eagles.
So the Link Burley Cup, it doesn't happen often to the Eagles, though, poaching other players.
No.
Like that, so it seems to go the other way, doesn't he? Goes the other way. But that sun is beaming straight at us, Harrow. We might get tans today.
We'll have to, I think.
We might get tans today. As now they've got to wait for the traditional 2 o'clock start.
Got 90 seconds before that starts.
But any matchups can we see across the ground, boys, to kick things off?
Angus Connolly on Taylor Pickett of the Apollo Bay side. Looking forward to that on their wing here, Harrow.
Yeah, I am, and I see Marshall McDonald's. Where's Marsh playing?
Yeah, it's a good question. Where is he?
He's not starting in the ruck.
No.
He's Warwick the deepest forward. They've gone...
He's up forward.
Yeah, they've gone pretty open forward.
Holly's changed it around because Marsh has been rucking every day.
I don't mind that move, Harrow. Marshall McDonald spending a bit of time up forward.
Yeah,
could be a marking
as long as we get it in there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Scotty Anderson's been picked up by Mitch Ash in the middle of the ground, so perfect conditions for footy at this stage. Hopefully the rain can stay away till about 5 o'clock this afternoon. And we're just about set to go here for round 5 here in the Carlton District Football Netball League. It's the Western Eagles and Apollo Bay who will come out on top for the first time in 2023. We're underway here. Peter Dennett gets us underway. Burley got up very, very high, wins the first tap down. And coming through there, Carson, just a kick downfield. Probably should have been downfield. Umpire calls play on. Over player surrendering the footy. Picked up by Manani. Hand passed inside. It's going to ground there was bad. Ball still in dispute here. Liking was Fish there. That's Luke of the Eagles. Just a little bit of an ugly start here. It's a hot potato out there at the moment. Ball pinned again, and we'll think we'll get a ball up here. So a bit of a red hot start for both sides wanting the footy. Early doors of this game. Up we go again here. Burley, Hive winning the tap down. I think he's going to win a lot of the hit-outs this afternoon. And a free kick being picked out. It's going to go to the Eagles' way to be taken here by Lapino. Lapino now about 60 metres from goal. He's going to go into the forward pocket, which Warwick's got to get to the front there. Good defensive work. He was double teamed here. And a good tackle laid. Ball up, I would think, or throw in. Take your pick in the right forward pocket here for the Western Eagles. Young Jack Fish, happy to see it go over. So,
what is he, 15, 16 years of age, Jack Fish?
Yeah, he's very, very young, so he's going to be a very good player. Of course, Banbury throwing here. Ray doing the ruck work. Just took it out of the ruck. Slammed on the boot, just a high kick, mate. 15 won't be paid, you wouldn't think. Umpire calls play on. Nope. Here's an that are out here now at half back. A long kick forward, coming through Blake, picks up the footy. Hand pass back inside it comes. Going now, here is Lenihan. Wazy Jobson's going to cross the goal front, and Scott Marks here at half back flag on the outer side.
So Scott now goes inbound, finds a teammate. Watson with the football for the Eagles now. Looks at field. He's going to kick now to centre half forward. Big pack around this one. Good mark here for the Eagles in Caden Hunt. Can he lurk and kick a goal? Because we want to see a goal celebration from Caden Hunt this afternoon. So Connolly with the football now for the Eagles. Goes in short. Couldn't find a teammate. Harrison was there. Hudson. Here comes Elijah Reid. Got the hand pass over top to Lupino. Kick looking for Warwick in the right forward pocket. Renee's there. But Warwick knocks it towards the boundary line. Still alive, says the umpire. Here's Chris Warwick now. Lines up. 45 metres out from goal for the first shot for goal. It's going to the goal line. Will it be rushed through? No, it's kept alive here. Apollo Bay. They do. They keep it alive, and it's been marked here by Monet. So Monet now at the football. He's going to go short. Finds a teammate. Here's Harrow's boy, Hudson. He kicks, and he finds Clark. Clark for Apollo Bay. He's going to go by hand. They're going down our scoreboard side win. They work the ball now to centre wing, to centre half forward position here. Almost a good mark there from the Eagles. Big run down play. Caught holding the football was bad. Free kick to the way it goes to the Eagles. And they've got it at half back now, the Western Eagles, through, I think it's Hunt with the football. So Hunt now kicks centre wing. Reid had the sit. Clark couldn't take the mark for Apollo Bay. Reid paddles it forward. Ball goes forward. Elijah picks up the football. Hand pass over the top looking for Watson. Kicks inside the forward 50 is a good kick.
Connolly.
And Connolly takes the mark. He quickly plays on inside the forward 50. Has a shot for goal. And he's nailed the first goal of the day, contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
He hasn't kicked a goal in senior footy before here at the Eagles, believe it or not.
There you go. Angus Connolly kicks the first goal of his senior career and the first goal this afternoon in round 5 for the CDFNL. And the Eagles are 1 straight 6 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard at Apollo Bay. Yet the score, Harrow on the boundary, or in our box.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick start, isn't it?
Is this a tough ground to play on, Harry?
Oh, it's not too bad. It's today's as good as you'll see it, probably. It's in good condition.
Traditionally, we come here and it's a pretty cold day.
Yeah, it is. There's usually wind or, something like that, but no, it's perfect today.
Back in the middle, good thrown up to Burley, easily down. Anderson, good to see him back. Grand pass to the goal kicker, Conley. Good shepherding too there. Conley ran himself in the trouble. Good enough to get the hand pass away to Anderson. Back to Carson. Carson there, just a high floating kick there. Burley was manhandled. And a free kick is going to go against him. Well, Apollo Bay took the mark anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Taken here by Paddy Largy, goes towards centre half forward, looking now for McDonald. He's got that, I think. No, plans to call. Gee, I would have done a hold up to mark it. Stevens. Good tackle laid there by Fish. Umpire says, give it to me and I'll throw it up at half forward.
That was a mark to Marshall McDonald, wasn't it, Harry?
Yeah, I reckon it was.
About 16 bites on it.
Yeah, Leo Nelson there that was tackled there. Ball up now. McDonald doing the ruck work. Tapped off the back of his head.
Oh, that's a bit
Free
high.
kick, high, yep. Leo Nelson was taken high and he'll look to go inside to attack there for the first time in this game for the Bay. He picked this from just about 55. Not confident taking the shot. He's going to go. He's going to center it to Hudson Harrison. He's taken the mark about 2 kicks from goal.
Son of a gun.
I still can't work out why you go back there, but anyway.
Yeah, it makes it interesting now. It's going to go back around the mark.
Yep.
So, gives the opportunity for the Eagles numbers to get back deep in the like Burley's getting back. McDonald's the tall forward up there for the Bay. Just not sure who to kick it to here at the moment.
Yeah, they need that target, don't they, in there?
Yep. Oh, he's on a bit of candy too. He ran to 50. He has a pink from there, but all the way back there, no one really there. And Lenihan
Was that a mark, Drew?
Was it touched off the
must
boot?
have been touched off the boot. Yeah, I thought he marked it, but umpire touched off the boot from the of a non-officiating umpire. So throw up we go again here. McDonald won the tap down. Burley fires at the quick hand pass. A Stafford goal out of the pack. I think it's a goal to the Bay. I'm not sure who kicked it.
Paddy Lugg.
It's young Paddy Lugg, and it's a goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
A goal out of nowhere there for the Bay, and they get their first of the afternoon. It looks like we're going to be a very tight contest this afternoon, boys. It's a good start, 1 straight 6 apiece. First quarter, all thanks to AKD Softwoods. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard, Harrow.
Yeah, it's a good start for the boys. They've at least on the board anyway.
Yeah, it was a deep entry from Hudson Harrison there, Harrow, and it wasn't it was almost a mark to Lenihan of the Eagles, but it was a good snap in the end from Apollo Bay.
Yeah, it was. I like getting the ball in deep though. You put
for
the
sure.
pressure on rather
Absolutely.
than fluffing around out here.
7.5 gone in this first quarter. Burley taps it straight to Anderson for the Eagles, but he's tackled straight away there by Stevens for Apollo Bay, and it'll be a ball up still in the centre square, just favouring the Eagles half slightly. Pyth throws it back up now. Burley wins the tap out, comes straight over the top now for Apollo Bay. They send the ball inside the forward 50. Bouncing ball here. Fish paddles it backwards. Good tackle there. Laid there by Daniel Gray, and it'll be a ball up inside the forward 50 for the Hawks. Just trapping it in.
What's the Bay's forward pressure like, Harrow?
Yeah, they're not too bad. I was saying before the game, you definitely can't doubt their endeavour. Like they have a go.
McDonald in that forward line, palms it forward.
Oh,
He's hit high.
gee.
Umpire says play on. Lenihan, hand pass backwards over the top now. Chancing out for the Eagles. They send the ball outside their defensive 50. Here's a chance now for Blake. Chips, finds a teammate on centre wing. Good mark in front of the Apollo Bay. Dug out by Elijah Reid. Class over centre mark of the day. It was a good leap. He sends the ball now to centre half forward. Big marking play. Couldn't take it down. Was Watson. Chancey now for Harrison. Sends the ball to centre half forward. Burley couldn't take the mark. He's going to try and pick it up on ground level. There was a Hawk player tackled high. Free kick to the Hawks.
He's just come off the top, turned back on and clotheslined him.
And it was Paddy Lugg. No Barrack Harrow in the box, please. Luggy sends it inside the forward 50. Right forward pocket. No one could take the mark. Blake picks it up. He's tackled. And it'll be another ball. A few big tackles early in this ball game. I think both sides can feel it, that this is a big opportunity
they can
for a
both
win.
smell a win for sure, Maxie.
So a ball up left forward pocket here for Apollo Bay. Burley wins the tap out against McDonald. Chancey now for the Hawks. Snap around the body, but it's going to be Picked up here in defence by Trent Blake, the former umpire. Hand pass though wasn't good. Pickett tries to gather the football. Blake though roves his own footy. Sets the ball out, sends the ball outside defensive 50. Good mark on the leap there by a teammate for the Eagles.
Harmer.
And Harmer sends the ball forward for the Eagles.
Harmer there, kicked their ball off hands. Been picked up there, time there for the Eagles by Baird. They come away through Harrison Hudson. He kick up towards half forward as a long floating one. McDonald picked it up and a quick stab is going to justify on the play, I think, but good punch away nonetheless by Hunter. We'll get a Beardry throw in the right forward pocket for the Bay, who are kicking with the Colac into the ground in his first quarter here in this round 5 clash. We'll keep you updated on what's going on the footy and netball throughout the afternoon here on Mix FM on a beautiful afternoon. I thought it was going to be all doom and gloom yesterday, but it's a beautiful afternoon for footy.
Harrow's already stripping off.
McDonald tackled straight away, and he lays a pretty heavy tackle, but getting the kick away that time for the Eagles. That time was Dienhoven. Going back there, no mark taken. That time by Smith. Coming through now again there. Good tackle there on Fish. Was by that player I just spoke about. Quick kick out of there, not the 15. Burley getting back there for the Eagles. Hand passes away to Rangus Reid. Back it comes to Blake. He's had a good start. Kick though was a little bit dangerous, but it might work okay here. Good tackle. Play on called, and we'll get a stoppage about 60 metres around from goal.
The tackling pressure, Harrow's been immense so far.
Yeah, it's been good. They didn't expect that with a young side.
Linda Knight doing the umpiring duties for us this afternoon.
We got Surly running in the middle too.
There you go. Here's an Paul won the sure who won the tap there. Now free kick surely has to be paid. It'll go to the Bay and we'll come back. I think it's Paddy Lugg is going to take the free kick here.
Promising signs earlier, I reckon, here, Harrow.
Yeah, they are.
Been able to trap it inside their forward 50 and repeat entrances as well.
Apologies, it's Tristan Smith who's going to take the free kick here.
You've got to put the score on the board, though.
Yeah, they do indeed.
And in there.
Kicks to the hot spot here. The kick's going to be okay. Hunt with the fist there. This kick just had too much penetration. Blake, just a high floating kick there underneath for Pickett. Oh, good mark. Very good mark.
Was that Jack Fish?
Taken by Lepeno. Class half a centre marker today, running back with courage. His kick out while looking for the goal kicker and Connolly was well fisted away that time there. He did really well to strip up the footy. There's an opportunity for Harmer. Gets a hand pass away. Oh, shocking bounce there for Fish and laid a pretty heavy tackle. Umpires says give it to me and I'll throw it up. Well done, young Jack Fish. In his bright yellow boots.
Yeah, they look good, don't they?
Yeah, the flashy boots there. What do you think of him, Harrow?
Yeah, I'm a black boot man.
Burley won the tap down. Can't go by Connolly. Be happy to see it go over. We'll get a boundary throw in.
What colour boots were you, Drew?
I was an old traditionalist.
What colour shoes do you run in, Drew?
I'm like a little orangey type sort of colour, but that's all right.
Rainbow colours, Harrow. The use.
You'd wear good grey ones a few years ago. They were pretty good. You lasted a couple of years.
Ball in, centre win. 1 goal apiece here at Irrawillipi. Good game so far. Burley wins the tap and he takes the ball out of it. Hand passes over the top and he finds Angus Reid. Got the ball over the top to Elijah Reid, and now Reid now sends the ball inside the forward 50. Warwick's got the sit. Couldn't take the mark. Tries to pick it up on the volley. Swings the ball on the boot though. Here's Harrison. He's tackled in the left forward pocket. Ball comes off hands. The F1 McLaren's there and it's gone out of bounds. Boundary throwing.
Yeah, I thought he would have been. He's a bit stiff there, I reckon. That looked incorrect disposal from where we were, I reckon, Harrow.
Yeah, he's done some good things, Ash, though.
So, a boundary throwing, left forward pocket for the Eagles. 1 goal apiece. Early stage, or almost about the midway mark of this first quarter here on Mix FM. So, a boundary throwing.
12 minutes gone. Maxie on the time clock.
Short boundary throw-in. Reid can't get it really right on it. Gets the hand pass out, or no, he doesn't. Holding the football. Free kick to Apollo Bay. Last line of defence here for the Hawks. So they go in short. He finds Ash. So Ash with the football. Sends the ball out of defensive 50. Finds a teammate here in Hogan. So Hogan now goes by hand. It's going to be turned over. Watson picks up the football. Reid again for the football. Sends the ball back inside the forward 50. So this is Elijah Reid now. Sorry, takes a good mark. Just in the boundary. So Elijah Reid winds up. Kick wasn't that great inside the forward 50 though. Jack Fish was lurking, but Hudson Harrison got the hand pass. The old 1-2. Sends the ball out of defensive 50 here. Yeah. Oh. The F1 McLaren couldn't take the mark. Here's McDonald. Juggled it out of bounds. Boundary throwing between centre win and half forward for the Western Eagles.
Those sides having a red hot cracker at the moment.
Yeah, it's great to see, Harrow.
Yeah, it is. The pressure from both sides is really good.
Skill level, not so great, but it's a genuine contest. That's what you want to see coming to the local footy. You want to see a good, hard contest, and I reckon that's what we're going to get all afternoon today between these two sides. So McDonald and Burley in the ruck. So they've thrown McDonald back in the middle. McDonald wins the tap out. Ball kicked out of that stoppage there by Smith, but Trent Blake, bit of a quarterback roll here. Oh, almost.
Could have been having a little ride home.
Yeah, that's it. But here's the chance now. There's a numbers, though, with the Eagles. Ruben Beasley tries to pick up the football. It's been stolen now. Here come the Hawks. They go back inside the forward 50. Good work there by Fish. Can he pick up the football? He does. He goes by hand. They work the ball out of defensive 50 now. Kick the centre win. Almost a good mark. Here's a chance now for Lenahan. Sends the ball inside the forward 50. Bouncing ball. Hand pass forward now for the Western Eagles. Gee, it's really hot. Ball comes out. Jack Fish was lurking. Chancey now through Apollo Bay. They send the ball out of defensive 50 and they're on the attacking side now.
That was ripping there with the kick. Not a great kick. He knew in a moment to left his boot there. The youngster there in bed. It's turned over again. Hunt takes the mark. He goes short to Luke Fish. He chips it even wider to Brother Jack. He takes the mark here right in front of the side, right in front of the Western Eagles coach's box there with H looking on. The kick into the centre of the corridor there. Good defensive work. That's off from the base. Sort of paddled out, but it comes to Ruben Beasley. Here's an opportunity there. Good pass. Well, a bit of a luck on his side there. And a shot for goal directly in front coming up here for the Western Eagles. I reckon he's crept about 5 to 10 metres further wide than he would have liked. And it's going to be here. I think it's Elijah Reid that's got the footy. He'll go back from 45 directly in front. He's kicked the 15 goals in his 40th game this afternoon.
Early stats for Elijah, AJ, thanks to Stefcon.
4 kicks, 2 handballs, 4 marks.
Comes in 45 metres out. Good looking kick up the boot. Will it beat the pack? No, it doesn't. Just missing for the right. Through for the first blemish on the scoreboard of the afternoon. So the Eagles lead by a point. They're 1-1-7. Apollo Bay 1 straight 6. 15.5 gone first term on the Richardson's real estate time clock first quarter. All thanks to AKD's Softwoods, and Hudson Harrison's going to do the kicking duties for the first time this afternoon.
Son of a gun. Sends it now grandstand side. Not a great kick there, Harrow.
Yeah, well, that's why I'd be having Ashton kick in.
Kick's been intercepted, and here's Scotty Anderson for the Eagles. Goes inbound. Opportunity now. Big long shot for goal. It's a good one.
I think it's Angus Reid.
And Angus Reid has kicked the goal of the contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
And the Eagles go to 2-1-13. We'll just get a confirm on that goal. 2-1-13. Apollo Bay 1 straight 6. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. 16 minutes gone on the Richardson Real Estate time clock. We sure it's Angus Reid?
Definitely. It was number 11.
Number 11.
Yep. So.
What did you think of that, Harry?
I'm not a believer when you can play on from full back that you kick sideways to there.
Okay.
Play on, kick it to the wing, and then make it 2 kicks to get back. Because as soon as you have a turnover, it's a shot on goal.
Yeah, fair point.
Back in the middle now. McDonald thrown into the ruck. Burley got up very, very high. Won the tap down. Larg now going into the middle. Pole driven in play on. We'll get a ball up. How many hit-outs for Burley, AJ? I'll come back to you for that in a sec, thanks to Stevcom. He's doing the ruck work here, but McDonald won the tap, that tap down there. Paddling forward with Smith. Goal dropping the footy, surely not paid to Manane. And, yep, he has been pinholed on the footy. Bit of a late call there, but...
9 hit-outs, Burley.
Thank you, AJ. Comes out now. Geez, he's put Damon under all sorts of pressure here.
Dropping the ball back.
Dropping the ball. Missed that time there. Ball up.
Quick thin quarters.
Yeah, he's paid holding the footy.
Kick thin quarters around the ground. Spirigara 1, Illawarra back 14. Imps 1, Lawn 14.
Here's now McLaren. Grant McLaren there. And the kick's slowing up towards the half-forward flank. It's a good-looking kick. Mark taking that time there from that play in grey. Was taken high. He'll win himself a free kick. About 50 metres from goal.
He's probably a bit lucky then.
Yeah, I
Is he
reckon.
a good shot at goal, Harry?
He's been playing the back line.
Okay.
AJ, this is his first game up forward.
So Daniel Gray.
Probably a bit too far out, you think?
I think so.
You'll kick from just on the 50. 45 out. Goes back. It's a good-looking kick off the boot. This is close. Just touched over the line in the last millimetre for a rush behind. And it takes them on to 1-1-7. They try by 6 points. Western Eagles 2-1-13 here. As we're about to close in on quarter time, nearly 18 minutes as Blake gives the hand pass away to Scotty Anderson.
Anderson's away. He goes by hand as well to Elijah Reid, the 1-2. Back to Anderson down the scoreboard side win. Jack Fish was in the marking process there, but a good fist there by Hogan. It's gone out of bounds. And a boundary throw in right in front of the scoreboard here. The old traditional scoreboard. One of the best in the league. You don't need those fancy LCD stuff, do you, Harrow? Oh, you guys sold your souls to it.
No, we've got one, but it breaks down.
I know, doesn't it? I think the couple of times we've been down there, it's broken down.
No, like Lawns.
That's why you kept the old one, didn't you? You're going to give it away,
That's where I
weren't you?
sit.
Yeah. The Harrow corporate box behind the glass.
I've got to do the scoreboard when that one breaks down.
Just in case. Oh, you guys were going to get rid of it, though, weren't you?
Yeah, they were going to move it over the other side.
Well, lucky you kept it. Reed out of that ruck stoppage by hand. Stevens is there. Anderson, no, for the Eagles. Sends the ball inside the forward 50. It's going to go out of bounds and a boundary throw-in.
Looks like it's going to be Elijah Reid. It's going to do the spare and the back, fill in the hole there. About 40, 50 metres behind where the players kick. Beasley's gone back too. So Apollo Bay can't afford to cough this one up here, I don't reckon.
2-1-13, 1 straights, 1-1-7. Apollo Bay, 1 kick the difference here. Ball's going to go out of bounds again. Boundary throwing. Scotty Anderson wanted deliberate. Thought it was Friday night footy on Channel 7. But it'll be another ball in. About 60 metres out from the Eagles' goal. Here at Irriwillipi, with the rain's held off.
Hope it stays that way till 5:05 tonight.
Good afternoon here at Irriwillipi. Normally, when we come here, it's pretty bad weather. Chancey now for Tristan Smith. Peter Hickey's favourite.
Great mark.
Big mark on the wing here by Gray. Class over centre mark of the day. Puts the mitts out, took it. Ben Brown style there, Harrow. He quickly plays on now and he's off to the races, Gray. He sends it inside the forward 50 for Apollo Bay. Could set things up here. Chance, though, it's on ground level. Stevens trying to wrap up his opponent there on ground level. And it'll be a ball up about 35 metres out from goal. That was a great grab there by Gray.
That was an absolute cracker of a grab. Running back with courage, and then the Beagles players was coming at it. It was just a good footy contest, but well done.
Ball up here, so Chancey now for Reed. Tries to pick it up. He's tackled. And stacks on this one again. It'll be a ball up. About 35 out from the Hawks goal.
Into time on, Maxie, by 30 seconds.
Thanks to Richardson Real Estate time clock. So another ball up there. Ball comes forward. Chancey now for Curry, the veteran. It's going to go out of bounds in the boundary throw-in.
Probably won't be much time on either.
No, I don't think so. Boundary throw-in right forward pocket. Good to see Shane Curry out there. Harrow having a kick.
Yeah, he's good. He works down the bay. He's just another local fella.
Yeah. So boundary throwing right in the heart of the Apollo Bay's forward 50 here. Fish tries to go Watson. He's just legged then, so Zach Watson's going to get the free kick. Last line of defence here for the Western Eagles. He's going to switch it across on the outer side, and he finds Connolly.
The first goal kicker of the afternoon, Angus Connolly. He has it on the outer wing. It's a good kick too, looking for Harmer. Gray trying to take another ripping mark with courage and paddles the ball out of play. We'll get a boundary throw. So some good signs here for both sides early doors. I think Apollo Bay have had about 60-65% of the play, do you think, Harrow?
Yeah, I reckon they have. But as we were saying earlier, you've got to put the score on the board.
So it's going to be Reid and McDonald to do the ruck work here. It's all making half forward here for the Bay here. What can they do before quarter time? Running the footy that time there was Smith. Likewise Hogan. I'm going to do another ball up. So pack with about 25 players surrounding the footy here. There won't be no easy kicks out there, that's for absolute certain. McDonald paddles it forward by about 15 metres. Hunt just sort of chucked it out in the end to Jack Fish. Fish has kicked the centre wing. Bouncing ball should favour here the Eagles. But good tackle there, Lolapeno. Play on to call. Fish overran the footy again. Gee, it's like a rugby skirmish at the moment. And we'll do it all over again. Right near the behind line. Peter Unique wastes no time. And Reid just does the old one, the smart thing to do. Into touch. Boundary throw in. Right in front of Tyson Holt, who's looking on. He'll be pretty happy with his first term. But he's side trail by 6 points as we approach quarter time. Boundary throwing again. Good raving that time there from Fish. I reckon he might be in a bit of trouble, but umpire says no, he won't be. We'll get a ball up. So a lot of stoppages in this first quarter, Maxie, as we're approaching quarter time here.
McDonald up against Reid. McDonald wins the tap out. McDonald roves his own footy as well. Gets it over the top to McLaren, who sends it inside the forward 50. Good mark. Excellent mark. Class over centre mark of the day by Gray. He's taken a couple of good grabs in this first quarter and looked lively. The backman going forward.
He could probably kick this too with his other effort from
Yeah,
out
well,
here.
that was close, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Gee, that
He's
was
directly in front. He's probably just on the 50. Maybe a little bit into it. So he's going to have a shot now. Can he level the scores up? Kick's going to make the distance, but he's missed it to the left and to behind. And it's a 5-point margin at quarter time here at Irrawillipi.
It's in 3 in a row. Great effort. So second term underway thanks to Kelly Civil Constructions here. Eagles lead here. It's been a tight, tough float first quarter here at Irrawillipi. Here's Hudson Harrison now with the footy on. Gets around one very easily. And he kicks up towards half forward looking for Gray. He was very busy in that first term. Likewise, McDonald pushed his opponent out of the way. Hand past him, ball looking for Gray. Couldn't find him. Tackled there, laid there ball on Collins. Ball still out. Here's an opportunity now with Manane. Stabbing ball inside 50. He's gone very, very wide and out on the full as Harrow rejoined us. What thoughts from Tyson Holt at quarter time?
Positive. No, Tyson's really good the way he talks. You know, if you get a chance to get out the huddle. But no, he was just wrapped with their endeavour. Just need to, as we were saying over here, you've got to put the score on the board. When it's your turn to get it in there, you've got to make the most of it.
So free kick here. So we went out the full. Trent Blake's going to do the kicking. Geez, very good start from him. Cross half back.
big on the Stevcom stat sheet, Harrow.
Yeah, as well. Very talented junior. Great, really good umpire too. Goes up back to Collins. And I reckon that should be nearly 50 metres because he went over the mark. Umpire lets it go. So Collins now chips the ball. Great kick. Chipping over the top. Mark being taken here by Lenihan. He gives it back to Blake. They're still inside defensive 50.
Wayne keeps it off
Gee,
here.
that's a risky sort of a hand pass, and it might come away with it here. Collins. Back it comes to Scott. Scott's chipping ball. Not great. Looking for Carson, but good enough to recover. They'll get away with this, the Eagles here for the time being. Well cut there by Ashton Harrison. Your boy Harrow. You'll be very proud of that. Good tackle laid. Play on to call.
Sling tackle.
Sling tackle, okay. I couldn't see from where we were as well. And Hogan, well, they'll get away with it here, the Hawks. No one knows what's going on. And the free kick to be taken here from...
So free kick to the
Oh,
Eagles.
it's gone the other way. We're confused on what's going on. Dinehaven to take the kick. That's a shocking kick.
Wow.
Bouncing ball. Reed, well tackled there by Hudson Harrison. Ball pinned. We'll get a ball up on centre wing.
Harrow, what was that free kick for?
I'm not sure. I thought it was
The
the
sling
other
tackle.
way around.
Yeah, I reckon, unless I was holding the ball. Umpire Surly throws the ball up here.
We're
Burley
confused.
wins the tap out. Harrison couldn't gather the football, but he nice little volleyball tap skills there by Hudson.
Sure, a little basketball pass.
Here's a chance now for the Eagles across half back though. Through Carson, hand pass over the top to Blake, getting plenty of the footy. Trent Blake sends the ball to centre half forward, over the head Elijah Reid. Numbers now with the Hawks. Here's Hudson Harrison, hand passes over the top to a teammate. Going to work the ball in the middle of the corridor.
Good
Big
mark.
mark, excellent mark here on centre wing for Apollo Bay, and Brew Goodlett takes the mark. He sends the ball to centre wing. Punched full there for the Hawks, for the Eagles, sorry. Chance here again now. Through was Reid, hand pass was smothered. And it's going to be another ball up at centre half forward.
Good silence here for the Hawks.
So skills aren't great, are they, Harry? But it's a
they're
good
not.
contest.
And that's what I was saying before. Some of these turnovers, if you're playing a top side, they'd be goals.
Yeah, barely wins the tap out. Gee, what a big lead. He can probably almost touch the top of the light towers there. Here's Marshall. Marshall's hand pass, though, being intercepted. Chance here now. Through the Eagles, kick was looking for Carson, but couldn't get him. Hogan with the football. Hand pass misses Stevens. Chance for Jack Fish. He's tackled by 3 Hawks, the 15-year-old, and we a ball up at half forward for Apollo Bay, or half back for the Western Eagles. 2-1-13. The Eagles 1-2-8. Apollo Bay, no score yet in this second quarter, thanks to Kelly Civil Construction. Umpire throws it back up. Burley wins the tap out. And stacks on again. It'll be another ball up. Young Bed seems to be going right in the ruck though, Harrow. He's got a bit of a leap.
He has. He's probably a little bit short for the position though, isn't he?
Little bit. Burley has a big leap though on him.
Yeah.
So it'll be another ball up. Pickett was tackled there for Apollo Bay. Stoppage central. Burley wins the tap out. Anderson tried to get it over the top to a teammate. Jack Fish was there as well. He's sort of lurking for the hand pass off Carson, but he just couldn't get out of that tackle. Carson, so it'll be another ball up again. Burley wins the tap out again. Anderson, hand pass, then he lands a tackle. Here's Monet for Apollo Bay, kicks inside the forward 50. Bit of a raffle here.
Oh.
Marshall went Kurushka, took Lenahan's legs off him, and it's going to be a free kick.
Yep.
to
Eagles.
Lenahan. Yeah, got him from the legs. The old Gary Rowan rule. And Lenahan will have the free kick in the back line for the Western Eagles.
One of the stupidest rules in the
It
competition.
is, yeah.
Have to agree with you there, Harrow. So
Thank
Lenahan.
Premiership superstar Gary Rowan for that, Harrow.
So Lenahan.
You're not rewarding a bloke playing the ball, are you?
Yeah, that's
no.
exactly right. As Lenahan kick beats the back of the back hammer, just too far out.
That was
It's
out,
out
wasn't it?
it's out of bounds anyway. We'll get a boundary throw in.
I tell you, Drew, Al Clarkson would not like the Western Eagles. They've got about 8 players in long sleeves. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it's a ripper of
The
a
only thing
day.
is it went out of bounds down here. About 20 metres around.
Yeah, let's imagine the long sleeves tonight in Canberra when the GWS play the Doggies. Anderson.
Oh, that's not him dropping the ball.
Connolly, yeah, you're right. Kick up towards
It was a good Cam Munster feed out.
It was indeed. Here's an opportunity now, but the Bay getting back. Oh, hand pass there from the young man in Nelson there. Put Ashton Harris under all sorts of pressure. And I think they'll take it out of bounds here, the Eagles. They get a stoppage inside 50 in the right forward pocket, about 30 out from goal.
I think young Ashton needs to hit the gym a little bit, Harrow.
He's been to the gym. He's in there.
Bit of a Dustin Fletcher about him with the
He's one of
long
those-
arms, long legs.
There's one of those ones when they shoot up quick, though.
Yeah, that's
You know,
right.
And how old is he, Harrow?
Just turned 18.
Oh, there you go. Boundary throw in there. Hudson Harrison doing the ruck work. He won the tap too. Here's Connolly, 45 out. Centers the ball to full. Warwick's got 2 to beat. Put the ball to ground. Stives over the top of the footy. Ball still in dispute. He picks up the footy. He got taken on. Kick up the ground there from somebody. Ball still in dispute. There's about 25 players in the goal square. And sort of kicked the touch of this sort of thing.
It's gone out of bounds.
No, it's gone for behind.
Oh, behind, does it?
Yeah,
Rushed them.
must have been a rush behind. So boundary umpire, the goal umpire, I should say, was in the right spot as Ashton Harrison takes the kick-in duties. And this is Hutton now. Kick finds Gray, goes short. And the mark being taken here. So they're just going to play Keatman's off here for a little while here at Apollo Bay. And Dylan Manone has it. Oh, he was a bit sneaky there. Very, very sneaky. Boundary throw-in.
So Jack Fisher did that. Came behind him like a librarian.
He was very, very sneaky, put it that way. Bring a bit of smother. So the straight to score out 2-2, 14 to 1, 2-8, 6 points to margin. 7-minute mark, second term, thanks to Kelly Civil Constructions.
Burley up against Baird in the ruck here. Centre half forward for the Western Eagles. 6 points to margin. Burley wins the tap out. Got it over the top to Fisher. Kicks it inside the forward 50, but it's been marked. Unopposed by Dylan West. Class other centre mark of the day for the Hawks. So West now is going to launch it out of defensive 50 for Apollo Bay.
Good kick.
Finds a team out on the other side. Lug with the footy. So he's going to go inbound. Finds Clark. So Hayden Clark. He goes inbound. Got a player loose in the middle.
And
He finds him in, and Rippin's got them all. So Rippin now quickly plays on. Switches looking for Harrison. Harrison now tries to go the old one to himself. That was his
he took
old
him
man.
on.
Shades of his old man there. Hudson Harrison, then he gets caught. Oh, a little bit tricky there, hey, Harrow?
Just took on 1-2
Yeah,
men.
it did, yep. Kick now to centre half forward, though. Might be intercepted. It's going to be a free kick, though, to West. So got it at half back. So Dylan West now goes inbound. Looking for a teammate there in Smith. He's tackled. And be a
They're the
ball up
ones
on
you've got
going
to
to
win,
win.
though, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
15-metre kick.
Coach killer, isn't it?
Yep.
Just got to hit him lace out easy. You practice it
Yep.
in the schoolyard and the training in the club rooms as well. So a ball up again. 14 plays 8. Eagles leading. Marshall wins the tap out. That was McDonald Marshall. Chancey now for Jack Fish. He's tackled. And it'll be a ball up or ball in. On the boundary throwing, Harrow. They might get you to do it. They threw the footy to you.
I'd be leaving Marshall in the ruck here too.
I would too.
He's competing well, isn't he?
Yeah,
Bit
you're
stronger.
right. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure. He's big. Yep.
So
Fire throws it back in. Centre win. Right in front of our commentary position here. Sunbathe Irrawillipi. It's a rarity. Anderson got the hand pass out to Carson. Carson's kick inside the forward 50. Looking for Harmer. Harmer the hammer. And it's gone out of bounds. Boundary throwing it centre half forward.
They would have called that deliberate in the AFL.
absolutely.
I love it, don't
Isn't
they?
that just a...
hard to argue with anything you're saying, Harrow, today. Couldn't agree more.
I think, what do they do? Just every second one will call it deliberate?
Well, if you kick the ball 60 metres forward, you could still go pin for a deliberate. It's just, it's
Bounce
really
sideways, deliberate.
Oh, he's done.
Oh, he's gone.
Pickett, he's caught, holding the footy. Free kick goes the way of the Eagles. And Carson, I've actually liked his game. He's been pretty good. He got the hand pass over the top now to Angus Reid. He puts it inside the forward 50. Big mark. Big jukes.
Elijah
Reid. Class harvest centre mark of the day. Angus to Elijah. I wonder how many times that's going to happen over the next decade here at Irwillipi. No doubt the locals will love to see that more often than not.
5 marks on the Stevcom stat sheet, Maxi.
And he's had a big presence early in this ball game. He was one of their best players a few weeks ago in their game against Otway that we broadcasted. Elijah Reid goes back and he kicks it straight over the goal umpire's hat for a goal of the day contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Snags his first for the afternoon, Elijah. And the Eagles now go to 3-2-20 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Apollo Bay 1-8. And we've gone 10 minutes on the Richardson Real Estate time clock. Cully Civil Construction's second quarter here on Mix FM, your home and local footy. And we've got superstar lawn bowler Michael Harrison in the box with us this afternoon. Harrow, how'd you see that one, mate?
Yeah, they've just got a few bigger bodies, haven't they?
They
the
do.
Eagles compared to the Bay. We're just a bit, just probably a little bit young in all over the ground.
Just looking at the back of the ground here, boys. There's a few rain clouds in the background.
Don't do it to us,
I know. But
the voice of death, Drew Simmons.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't the case. Like I said, I hope it tails up to 5:05. Just a little Jackie Chan in mid-air from Dylan West. He's snapping ball to half forward. Good handball there. Put his team in under pressure. Here's an opportunity now with Wright. Right hand passed over the top here. Here's a chance. Benade, snaps towards full forward. Bit of holding going on there now on Gray. Should have got a free kick. Umpire says play on Nelson, was dispossessed. Cut down the pack. It's been punched over the line through for a minor score. So the first score of their second quarter to the Bay. 1-3 plays 3-2. And we've played 11 minutes in the second term. Trent Blake doing the kicking duties. What's his stats again, AJ, thanks to Stevcom?
10 kicks, 3 handballs, Drew.
Doing really, really well. The former umpire turned player again. Beautiful kick.
Aurora BR, Colac Imperials, Colac Tiger, umpire, Western Eagle.
Carson.
And he's not even 22.
Well, good on him. Carson kicks high. Not a great kick, though. No mark taken there. Hudson Harrison, picks up the footy. Hand pass to Ash. Ash there, just a torpy, sort of mongrel finger-breaking kick up towards half forward, being punched away. Here's an opportunity now here with it for the Bay through Smith. Hand passed away here through Stevens. Good enough to get the hand pass away to Hogan. Hogan snapping ball to full forward. Ball off hands. Here's an opportunity with Bay. McLaren races it towards goal and puts it through.
There you go. DF1 McLaren.
Goal and a contender for the superstar bowler.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
You said he doesn't kick goals.
Well, he's playing in the forward line. He's playing on the wing.
We love it, Harrow.
They've turned it all
He
around.
sprinted through like he was at Albert Park during the Australian Grand Prix.
But they didn't have a bad couple of entries then, though, did they?
Yeah, they did. That was a good entry. Ball off hands. The little man's work. Snaps a goal. 12 and a half gone in this second term. Much needed goal to go to 2-3-15 the Bay. Western Eagles are go on to 3-2-20, I should say. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
That gets you up and about, doesn't it, Harrow?
Oh, it does.
When you see players that don't normally kick goals. So
I'm happy for anyone to kick it.
So Watson's going to get the free kick here. High tackle. Play, puts it inside the forward 50 for the Eagles. Reid couldn't take the mark. Tries to gather the football. Jack Fisher's there as well. Stolen there by Rippon. So Rippon now sends it from half back to centre wing for the Hawks. Bounce, really crucial here. Chance now for Harper Goodlett. Puts the ball inside the forward half here. Trying to pick up the football is Lug. Hand pass. Here's Lug again. He's tackled again there by Fish. And he's going to get a free kick. So Lug, he really wanted that footy.
Marshall McDonald coming to the ground, boys. Got a little bit of one, copped a bit of a knock. So just going to the bench to get some
treatment. That could be an important trial.
Let's hope he's winded.
So Lug now sends it high. Can bring back a bit of snow. Chance in now for Brew Goodlett. His kick was smothered. Chance in now on ground level for the numbers are with the Eagles. Chance for Reid. Reid now kicks. Jack Fish takes the mark. Looks a little bit different without that long hair. There's Luke Fish, sends the ball out of defensive 50. Bouncing ball. Here's Reid. Tries to gather the football. They both run out of tarmac, him and Harrison. That is a good matchup for the ages. I think those two are going to have some good battles over the next 5 or 6 years. Hudson Harrison and Elijah Reid. When Reid goes down forward. So a ball in now. So Reid actually goes into the ruck. And he just wins that clearance and he thumps it inside the forward 50. Except he's not there near to mark it. Hammer comes out to Harrison. evades there, the tacklers, and sends the ball out defensive 50.
Shane Curry.
And Curry takes a big class over centre mark of the day for the Hawks.
He kicks up towards the half-forward line. Good crunching, packed stuff there from both sides. Going in hard for the footy. Been hacked forward there by Gray. Like the look of him in this first half. Good tackle as he hand passed it into Stevens. Stevens snapping ball inside 50. Oh, Scott was taken high. He'll get a free kick. He must take and win himself a free kick. Copped a little bit of a knock. He's back on his feet. So he's just...
Leopold Scott.
Yeah, Leopold Scott, thank you. I sort of said there. Kicks high up and under kick. Good double fist of work. Went straight down the throat there of Fish. That was Luke. Kick up towards the half-forward line. Bouncing footy here. Picked up by Harbour. Good handball inside to Connolly. Connolly's kick is not a great kick. Intercepted that time there by Ashton Harrison. He comes away. He kicks up towards centre wing here. Bouncing footy here. It's been picked up here by the Eagles here. Oh, sling tackle through to the ground. Surely we'll get a free kick, Angus Reid. Yep, non-official umpire did spot on it. Not a lot in it, but did dangerous tackle there. Geez, he'd be stiff not to give away 50 for that. That was sort of a skill error more than anything else. So Angus Reid just pumps it. Warwick's on a lead there, has to crash the pack, did really, really well. Break up a couple of players there. Jack Fish come barging in. Play on to call. Good heavy abuse to the body there. Coming through again, Luke Fish. He's stabbing ball looking for Elijah Reid, who was held, no free kick. Coming through Ashton Harrison. Here's an opportunity with smothered. Harbour picks it up, 20 metres out, and he's hit the post.
Hello.
Jeez, he was right. I was thinking he had a teammate in the goal square. He couldn't quite seem to go into 3-3-21. A kick in front of the Apollo Bay side, who are 2-3-15. We played 16 minutes in this second term, all thanks to Kelly Civil Constructions.
Harrow's gone off there. He's actually helping a guy jumpstart his car. How's that local footy? Just pulls off the mic and he goes and helps his. Connolly, he goes inbound and finds Scotty Anderson for the Eagles.
I reckon you nearly kicked this from you, Scotty Anderson.
Scotty Anderson now, he's going to have a crack here.
Why not?
Harrow's a man of the people.
He is, yeah. Oh, he's just a ripper of a fella. Jump starting the car, doing special comments.
Add an extra zero to his
Feeding a voice to the coach of Apollo Bay. Look at him. He's the mayor, unofficial mayor today, Harrow.
What's happened?
You're just you fixing cars. Anderson, outside the 50, goes whoosh, got it!
Should have stayed over there.
Oh, it's a 9-pointer. Goal of the contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
What did I tell you? I had the house on it and he didn't disappoint.
Scotty Anderson kicks one from downtown and the Western Eagles now go to 4 goals, 3-27 on the old Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Apollo Bay 2-3-15, and we've travelled in our Kelly Construction Civil, 17 minutes in this second quarter. Harrow, how was that? What happened there? Just need a jump start, did it?
Flat battery. His wife or partner had been there, obviously had the radio or something going.
Listening to Mix FM, no doubt.
Absolutely.
We drain batteries here on Mix FM.
They're not leaving us. They just need to get the reception back.
Back in the middle, Burley beautifully won the tap there, and Anderson couldn't quite take it. It's been hacked out of the pack by Smith. Good punching ball that time there, on that occasion there for the Eagles there was Collins. Comes out now to Nelson. Nelson stabbing all inside 50. Hunt couldn't quite take the mark. Goes to McLaren again. Kick one already. Kick was barely the 15. Not sure you can try and claim that. The Eagles will clear away here through Fish. Ooh. Oh, that was a heavy high tackle. Free kick to be taken by Tristan Smith directly in front. No doubt about that one there.
Back him in here.
Yep. He's a good
kick.
Yeah, good player.
There's the same time a couple of years ago when Peter Hickey saved right wedding when Tristan Smith kicked the winning goal at Bury.
He's got the brown hair now, Drew.
Yeah, so he'll go back directly in front. Big kick this, I reckon, here for the Bay.
Yeah, it is.
Because the Eagles are starting to get on top.
I don't know if you noticed, Drew, but that wind's dropped about 8 degrees coming through there too.
Yeah, exactly right. Comes in now directly in front, 35 metres out. Cuts it on its way, and it looks pretty good. And the Bay get a must-needed goal. Well done, Tristan Smith. And the Bay get around him. It's a goal that contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Tristan Smith kicks his first goal and a much-needed goal for the Bay just to keep them in touch as we approach the time-on period in the second term. They're 3-3-21 the Bay. Western Eagles are 4-3-27. 19 gone second term.
Think quarter around the grounds. LV 29 leading South Colac 9. Illawarra back 24 leading Berrigara 8. Lawn 28 leading Imps 13. And I think they've just turned the taps on here. It's going to rain in a sec.
Puffy jackets back on.
Yeah.
Boots.
That was a good celebration from Tristan Smith, Drew, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely indeed. We showed more what the Colac Imperials did last week.
Burley wins the tap out. Chancey now for Smith, the goal kicker. through the clearance to centre half forward. No one can take the mark. Here's a chance now through the Hawks. They're trying to gather the football to go forward. Picked up here was Clark. McLaren's there. It's going to be a free kick to the Western Eagles, though. Leopold Scott, who looks like Trent Blake with that blonde hair, Justin Timberlake style.
They look like twins a little bit.
So Collins sends it out of defence. Couldn't take the mark there was Harmer. Picked up here. Chancey now for Jackfish. Sells a bit of candy. Hair pass. It's not a good one. It's a pretty good one.
Good tackle.
He's tackled, and it'll be a ball up here on centre wing. Right in front of the scoreboard. 4-3 to 3-3. It's a good game of footy. Good contest between these two sides that really want to win. So ball up here. Comes out to Smith. Kick was touched. Umpire's calling it. Trying to claim the mark, but it's been stolen here. Scott goes backwards. Chance now for Collins.
That's an interesting kick.
Very interesting kick.
Gee.
Put Fish under enormous pressure. Reed throws in a tackle. Ball up on the 50 for Apollo Bay. Getting dark. Getting dark out that way.
Looked a bit high to me.
I sort of looked at like that way from where we were, but umpire saw it differently to us.
Burley, Stevens, Chancey now through Ash. Hand pass though wasn't a good one. Ball up on the 50 again. Hawks attacking side. 6 points the margin. This is the sort of game we want it to be. Nice close one. Linda Knight doing good stuff in the middle of the ground here. Stolen by the F1 McLaren. He wants another one. Kicked off the ground there by Stevens. Top of the goal square here. Opportunity for the Hawks. The numbers are with the Eagles here. They're going to clear it out of defence here. And they do through Lenahan.
It's absolutely pelting down with rain. We'll ask Michael Roberts about that, but we won't go to him because of that GMHBA. He kicks up towards the wing here for the Western Eagles here, looking there for Elijah Reid. Just skids along the ground. And we'll see go over. We'll get a boundary throw. It is pelting down here.
Won't this make for a great second half, boys?
We'll be all right. It's just a little shower, Harrow.
Maxie and I'll be back in with you later in a minute.
Passing shower, Harrow.
Passing shower. They might be here for 3 hours.
That's right. Boundary throwing. Gee, they did the old footballers waltz there. They both went to ground, and the umpire said to Tommy Baird, "You take the free kick, mate." So he's taking the free kick. Geez, he got close to the man on the mark. They're good, intercepting and taking the mark. A nice grab too by Kyle Egan. So Kyle Egan now in the centre of the Willoughby here. He kicks up towards half forward here. Warwick's got 3 to beat there. Ball spills to ground. Picked up here on this occasion here by Dienhoven. In fact, it was Melbourne, his first piece of the action. And a free kick is going to go to the Bay. It'll be taken here by Gray. He goes out wide dangerously. Centimetre perfect to Leo Nelson, and the Hawks are away. Here's McLaren. He's had a good second
let him go.
That's just on to stop. Gets right to tackle.
He dropped it.
That's in the back, surely. Got to be in the back.
But
Has to be.
But it can't be dropping the ball because no one had him when he let it go.
Right. Gee, this is very, very heavy shower. Gets the hand pass away now.
Someone explain to me why you would handball
Dylan
out there.
West comes to McLaren. Second track for the McLaren F1.
They've been playing AFL 23 on the PlayStation, mate.
And is going to get another kick, so he'll take another free kick.
If you want to know what that is, it was a new game that got released this week, and it is trash.
I reckon there's all the...
Oh, mate, I had Chris Scott as the goal umpire, and the goal umpire is Chris Scott.
Adam Simpson was goal umpire.
Sorry to break your conversation, boys. It's actually hailing here at the moment. It's at Waverley Park style 1993.
What has happened? What has happened?
Have we got a door on the side
no, we do.
cabin?
Goes forward there, went to ground here. This is
Come in the box, boys.
Come and join us there, Harrow. Ball up here. Come inside, Harrow.
Oh, it's all happening, Drew.
It's all happening here, as Bill Laurie would say to Willoughby. He's locked his in. Gee whiz.
He doesn't like this, Drew.
Ball up here again. Gee, this is pretty true winter football style here. As Carson comes in, we're going to get a boundary thrown out of this all this.
Is there anyone over the other side of the ground could let us know what's happening?
We've got
boy.
It's a bit hard to see at the minute.
It's unlike the conditions are audible on Wednesday. Lucky they had to run the long game in the galley with boundary throwing.
Harrow, it's all happening.
Oh dear, Burley won the tap. Coming through there on this occasion, Anderson. He gets tackled. Carson likewise. Hacked forward here by Smith. He's had a big second too. Warwick back in defence, trying to pick the darn thing up. Here's Anderson now for the Eagles. He switches out wide, and Trent Blake's taking the mark, and he'll get a breaking play as he goes whoosh going.
He does. Sends the ball to centre wing, but it's going to be turned over. Our man Gray had a big first quarter. All of a sudden, it has turned Gray here. And Irwillipi, he quickly plays on. Sends the ball inside the forward 50. Went off the boots and has been marking defence here for the Eagles through Tyler George, class harvest centre marker today. Switches, looking for Connolly. He's got a bit of space, picks up the football on centre wing. Grandstand side, kicks to centre half forward. Couldn't take the mark. Chance now for Ashton Harrison. He's given away a free kick. Free kick goes the way of the Western Eagles.
Jordan Melverton.
So Melverton now, your man, Drewy.
Yep.
Sends the ball inside the forward 50. Mids out. Reed couldn't take the mark. It's on ground level. Kicked off the ground. Soccer goal. Ronaldo. No, Scotty Anderson. Goal at A contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the
Got to
day.
not let that ball go over the top, though, don't you?
That was smart football, though, by the Eagles, wasn't it?
Hard should have brought that forward, though. And skid it off his hand.
Smart by the Eagles just to go bang, bang forward in the wet weather. And Scotty Anderson, he goes, all right, I'm going to have a shot here. World Cup was last year, but went straight over the goal umpire's hat for his second. And now they go to 5-3-33 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Apollo Bay 3-3-21. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. We've gone
to be nearly
25 and a half in the second quarter.
Yeah, I reckon it'd be pretty close to it. So what a goal that was in the conditions. Kicked a couple of rippers in the second term. Scotty Anderson back in the side after been missing through injury since round one.
Those deep entries, Harrow, they put the defence under pressure, don't they?
All the time. Yep.
So back in the middle now as this rain continues to tumble down here at Irwillipi.
And more so when it's wet, too.
Yeah, just a smart thing to
Got
do
to
there.
get it on the boot in these conditions, don't you, Harrow?
Yep.
So back in the middle now, closing in on half time here. Been a real entertaining first half. I know Spenlow scoring. Back in the middle now. Reed won the tap. Coming through there with Stevens. Gets the hand pass out. Holding the footy. Gee, a bit stiff in these conditions, I would have thought. But anyway, nonetheless, it's half time. A very entertaining first half as Elijah Reid has a go from about 110 metres out, but it doesn't matter. It's half time here. Good quarter of footy that time. A really good half of footy here. And the Western Eagles have a really, really handy lead in the conditions.
Yeah, the bakery guys were there. It was just
tell you,
insane.
Maxie, Marshall McDonald being in the ruck, it keeps Lincoln Burley honest, doesn't it, Harrow?
Yeah, it does, because he's got, got the height to compete.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for the goal umpires to get themselves organised. So that's the reason for the delay. As we're about to kickstart what is a big second half for either team first.
It's dried up, but out on the outer side, Harrow, we alluded to it at the halftime break. Bit mud out there, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
a bit slippery underfoot.
they might want to play on this side, which is a really good for us. Oh, Linda's fallen over. That's clanger of the day.
Oh, Linda, you could be a bit harsh there, Maxie, given the day where it is today. Kicked it forward here, and no, taken here by Melverton. So this is a big opportunity for the young man.
No, we love it when an umpire falls over.
Yeah, I know.
Good for the comedy. Comedy's still alive in local footy, Arrow. Got to laugh at something.
And this is the first cricket goal in the Sports Power College third term.
Your man, Drewy.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to seeing this kid play. Of course, very impressive in the through the under-18 system. This is a big opportunity for the young man. 45 metres out. He hits it magnificently. It's just going to fall short, though. Reed's at the back there, likewise. Jake Fish, that is. Plays a very good tackle. Ball still in dispute. Harmer's still around the footy. Ball pin will get a ball up. Just a heavy ball, just down at 5 metres too short. Probably on a dry day, you probably would have backed him. One down by Elijah Reid to Luke Fish. Just can't pick up the footy. Had a momentary second there. Hudson Harrison holds it up. We'll get a ball up. Thought Trent Blake's going to play a loose man in defence again. Had a very impressive start to his afternoon. Take it out of the ruck here. Elijah Reid, don't tell me it's a goal. I think it's a goal out of nowhere. Elijah Reid, what about that for a goal? Goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
He just took it out of the ruck. Nick Nat knew he stole it. Trent Blake loved it there. He looked into the box and he had a big smile on his face. He put it on his left boot. What a beauty. They go into 6-3-39, a bay of 3-3-21. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter, all thanks to Sports Power Cola, Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
What'd you make of that, Harrow?
Yeah, it was another ruck work result, wasn't it, for the Eagles? Marshall was back in the middle, so it's
Tommy Hawkins style was the answer,
He's
Harrow.
the best at it, isn't he?
Oh, yep. Best ruckman in the competition, Tommy Hawkins. Chancey now.
Not a bad forward either.
Yeah, he's all right. Chancey for Watson. Has to get away from Murnay.
Can't run
Ran far
meters.
further than what Big H has to do in a marathon in a few weeks' time. Ball's gone to centre half forward. Harmer's there for the Western Eagles. It's going to go out of bounds. Out of boundary throw in.
He ran longer than the Grand Annual steeplechase.
Well, he's gone from the centre nearly to the outer wing boundary.
He's still running with the footy too, Harrow, and still hasn't taken a bounce. Boundary throw in front of the social rooms here at Irrawilpi. Burley wins the tap out. It's on ground level. And it's still there. Comes out now. Chancey now through Carson. Kick though smothered. Back over top to Carson. He's tackled. And it'll be a ball up. Who is the best current day ruckman in the AFL, Harrow?
Oh, can't go past our man.
Yeah.
Maxie Gorn, hard to argue with that.
Him and Brody Grundy. It's a
Maxie's
fairy
just
tale,
jogging on
isn't
the
it?
spot at the moment.
Yeah. Good mark here for the Eagles. So a chance in through Dynovan. Sends the ball inside the forward 50. Got him lace out. Class over centre mark of the day, Elijah Reid.
He is absolutely tearing him a new one at the moment.
What was his stats again, AJ?
10 kicks, 3 handballs, now 6 marks.
Going
Maxi.
for back for goal number 3.
AJ loves his mark stats. Harrow,
They're
we
easy
love
to
it.
count because there's not as many of them, Harrow.
So Elijah directly in
Smart
front.
man.
2 goals, 1 so far this afternoon. 1 big goal in the second half. It's going. It's a goal. Elijah's got 3 and the Eagles are running on hot in this opening stages of the third quarter. They now go to 7 goals, 3. 45 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Apollo Bay are 3 goals, 3, 21. Oh boy, looking good so far. The Eagles, we've gone 4 minutes in this Sports Bell Colac third quarter here on Mix FM.
I smell it. East Telvich coming Elijah Reid's way, I reckon.
Very. Now, what do you think here, Harry?
Well, Apollo Bay's got to do something shortly or the game will be out of their grasp, but I don't know whether they go man on man or something. They seem to have too many loose players, I reckon.
Back in the middle now, so back-to-back goals to kick-start the second half for the Western Eagles. Back in the middle here. Coming through once again here. Gee, someone got a whack on the shin.
Tyler George.
Must cop one on the hope he's all right because that was a very heavy... he's coming to the bench, so hope everything's all right with him.
Oh, over there.
Yeah, so he copped a very heavy... Must have copped the ball... boot on shin, which is not fun. Burley wins the tap down. Trying to come through there on this occasion there was Harrison. He's lying a bit on this as well. Snapping ball there for the Eagles might have been Manane. Hudson Harrison tried to paddle his way through. Well done, Trent Blake, to see it go over. We'll get a boundary throw in. And Tyler George has gone to the bench, I think, with a... Well, he copped a very heavy knock to the shin. Hope everything's all right with him. It's in the hands of the trainers at the moment on the bench. But Andrew throwing here. One down by McDonald. Carson paddles it over the back. Taken away by Brew Goodland up towards half forward. Punched away that time from Hunt. Still on dispute here. Ball picked up on that occasion there for the Eagles here by Angus Reid. Holding the footy. And a free kick to be taken here for the Hawks to be taken by Ben Rippon.
He's a big kick. A big kick.
He'll kick from 40, but he's about 5 in from the boundary.
Come on, Rippo Jr.
Not an easy kick from in there. But he's going to fancy his chances here, Ben Rippon.
He's probably going to need to kick it too.
Yeah.
The way the scoreboard's ticking over.
Could spark him alive.
Tough kick from the boundary. Just off to the right. And through for their first blemish of the second half. 3-4-22 to move on to now to the Bay. Western Eagles are 7-3. 45 margin, a game high, 23. Oh, the original was a game high, 24, back to 23 now. We played 6 minutes third term thanks to Sports Power Colac on this round 5 of the CDFNL for 2023.
Around the ground, Saints to Thinkwater, LV 41 leading South Colac 21. Illawarra Biak 37 leading Berrigara 15. Lawn 28 leading Imps 20. Tightening up at Olympi Oval at the Western Oval in the Colac Imperials area. So here's a chance now from Trent Blake. Plays on from the goal square. Sends the ball down.
Oh,
and it's going to be turned over. Monet, I think, is taking a class off as centre mark of the day. The travelling Monet had a big feature on him last week, didn't they, in the paper?
Yeah, I've seen that. It was a good article.
Sends it inside the forward 50. Wasn't a great kick, though. Here's Carson, the Eagles. Hair pass to his teammate was under pressure. Was there as well. He's got the football again, turned over. Kick forward for the Hawks. Trying to go to the football was bad. Hair pass wasn't good. Eagles try and get it out of defensive 50. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Boundary throwing between centre wing and half forward. Favour of the Hawks side of the ground.
I don't know, Maxie, why you wouldn't just kick long. You know, in the condition.
I'll
This,
kick
you're trying
it
to kick
long,
30
yeah.
metres. Kick 50 or 60 and put the pressure on.
too much into the AFL, don't they, Arrow? They try and play that where it's just old school rules down here.
Especially when the ground's slippery.
Yeah. We're not playing at the prestigious of GMHBA Stadium and the Sydney Cricket Ground and Marvel. Here's a chance now for the Hawks. It's going to the goal square. Rippon couldn't take it. It's on ground level. And it's going to be rushed through. Killed, as they like to say it. Rushed through for a behind. And the Hawks now go to 3 goals. 5-23 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. 7-3-45. 22 points the margin in favour of the Western Eagles.
Tyler George got the boot off, boys. He's done for the day, unfortunately.
And Collins now with the football for the Western Eagles. Sends the ball out of defensive 50 with a thumping kick. That was all kicked out long. Chance here now for the Hawks. Can they trap and try and get some repeat entries now?
I see we've had a jumper change too.
Yes,
Gray's
we have.
wearing 39. Hey,
So,
did you see that?
Big thumping
Yep,
kick
I
there
did.
by Smith. Goes inside the forward 50. Last line of defence there by Scott. Gathers the football and kicks it out of defensive 50. It's a rolling ball now. Trying to trap it. It's the Harmer. Harmer punches it forward. Harrison's there. Chance now through the Hawks, through Gray. And it's going to be a ball up or hole in the footy. No, ball up. So ball up. Still inside the forward half for Apollo Bay, so they've been able to lock it in for the last couple of minutes here. Marshall palms it down to Monet. Monet puts it inside the forward 50.
That's
Almost. Oh, no, it is. It's Tate the mark. Class over centre mark of the day to Trent Blake. What a great last name from that fella. And a great mark too.
He's had a great afternoon himself too. Goes short to Anderson. Very handy inclusion. I know James Beasley there, but he's a very handy inclusion. Good kick that time, looking for Fish. Got mitts to it. Good punch away that time there from Hogan, but good enough to keep his feet fishing the conditions. A good hand pass looking for Jack Fish, but Connolly mops up and gets around one with ease. Kicks up towards centre half forward. Not a great kick, but skidding along the ground like a cake of soap. Warwick has an opportunity. Picks the footy up. Starts from 25. It's bouncing across the face. Getting back there was Mulverton, but getting back doing well to punch it over the line out of play was Leo Nelson. Will get a boundary throw in. And in fact, Tyler George is done for the day. He's got that ice on his ankle.
Might be a bit worse than a kick in the shin or
Yeah, I
ankle,
reckon,
Drew.
because
Did you see it?
I didn't see
I
it,
didn't
but
see it.
I
I
just
saw
backed
the
away from the contest.
Yeah, I
and
saw the aftermath.
He
yeah.
limped to the bench straight away, so hopefully nothing too serious with Tyler George. Hope everything is okay with him. Boundary throw it here. Reed, Elijah, tried to pick the footy up. Kick was partly smothered off the boot.
Just saying that you don't need much on the shin. There's not
No,
much meat on a shin.
that's right, yeah.
To ruin your day.
Yeah, so we'll get a boundary throw in here. Still in the behind post here for the Western Eagles. They let
Bruise up pretty quickly, can't they?
Yeah.
margin 23 points in their favour. The rain has disappeared for now.
What's the worst injury you ever had in your playing days, Harrow?
Oh, broken thumb. Probably.
That's not too
Yeah,
bad.
that's pretty good.
Would have
Marshall,
played on the next week, wouldn't you?
Played on with it for about 2 years.
free kick to be
That's
taken.
about a 6-week injury now in the
Bob
AFL.
McDonald, that's
Broken
right.
thumb.
McDonald gives the hand pass away. A long kick that time there up towards Harpack. Not a great kick. Dynehoven couldn't quite take the mark. Ball pinned. We'll get a ball up.
Well, Sam DeConning hurt his nose or something during the week and couldn't play this week. You can play with a sore nose, can't you?
He's out. I heard he's out for for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they said,
the
I
other
reckon, I read
day.
this
Yeah,
morning.
one down now time there by Burley. Pick him through Melverton. He's getting himself into the game. Good tackle. Ball comes out now. Shot on goal here from Carson is good. They can smell it here, the Eagles. It's a goal that they contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
He's had a good afternoon himself, young Carson. He gets his first. And they're really blowing the floodgates over for now. And the Eagles can smell their first victory of the season. They go to 8-3-51. Lead 8-4-52 to Apollo Bay. 3-5-23. Great goal there, Harrow.
Yeah, it was, especially in the conditions. It's made it hard for the Bay now, though.
They're just working it forward, the Eagles, aren't they? Through whatever way they can, and they're putting the Apollo Bay defence under real pressure, Harrow.
Yeah, they are.
8-3-51 there for the Western Eagles. So apologies for that. Currently, the players' queue-up's got 4 behind, so all confusion, but we're 3, so we're right.
Don't follow that one then, Drew. Just follow our scoreboard. It's the main one.
That's all that matters.
So, 3 goals to zip in this third quarter. The old premiership quarter is old. The oldies, like Harrow would say.
Oh, Harrow's old, is he?
He's very old.
Oh, you didn't come back there. You agreed to it. Ball's gone inside the forward 50 for the Hawks. Here's a big chance. Kicked off the ground there by Grave. It's been turned over. Blake's got the football. Trying to get the hand pass out. Good pressure there by Hogan, and it's gone out of bounds. The boundary throw in left forward pocket for Apollo Bay. They need one. They desperately need one.
Richmond 5-9-39, West Coast 4-5-29, Geelong 8-8-56.
Brother!
Late Adelaide at half time 6-4-40.
How'd you like that, Harrow?
Good. Just give us a heads up next time.
We missed Rexy.
What's out of me?
You got 8-8, 11-11. That's what.
And 10-9 lemon chicken.
Yep. Here's a chance for the Hawks. Can they drum up something here? It's going to be a throw. High or throw? What's he doing it?
High fend off as he picked out.
So it's going to be a free kick to Apollo Bay. So here we go.
Danny Gray, is it?
So big opportunity here.
This guy's
For
a
the
good player.
Hawks.
Yeah, he's been good today. Yeah. And he's been good in the early games. He's been playing half back.
So he's kicked a couple of behind so far this afternoon. Took a big mark on the centre win that first quarter. He's in the left forward pocket. They desperately need a goal here, Apollo Bay. He goes back and he nails it. So a big play here for Apollo Bay by Daniel Gray. He kicks his first, and the Hawks just stay in it. They're 4-5-29 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Western Eagles are 8-3-51, and we're travelled on the Sports Foul third quarter 13.5 here on Mix FM.
Gives the match a bit of a pulse, Harrow.
Yeah, it does. And the Apollo Bay's, to be honest, probably got to be within a couple of goals at three-quarter time.
Yep.
Or they won't chase down the lead, so it keeps them in it.
Yep, so it's a good game, Drew.
Good game at the Western Oval. It is 5-2-32. Imps Lawn 5-5-35. And LV lead 47-27 against South Colac. And Illawarra back 39, leading to Bayaragara 15. Harrow, it's only round 5.
I think he just came it on to see.
They're not going to go 18 and zip.
He's still leading the footy tippet at the moment. Smith gets a kick forward that time there. Could pick the thing up that time was Hoban. Good tackle there, ball up.
No, you had to beat Jock Brady this year in our footy tipping in the record, Harrow. You couldn't let that happen.
Did he win it again last year?
No. Got to keep
it in front of Jock.
Because you were tipping a certain side that didn't win every week.
Yes.
Cost a tip every week.
Yeah, we'll get a ball up here. He's tipped Apollo Bay on the record, so... But they've got the free kick, though, here. In the centre of the ground here.
We're not out of it yet.
He's kicked it straight at the man, the market read. I just didn't bite your arm off when it does that. They're going to get another crack, though. Holding the footy. They're getting an opportunity, though. Lots of fortune.
Harrow.
And Stevens.
Aim a bit higher.
Yeah, they're trying kick it long.
Got to kick it over the jam jar, don't you?
Kick it to full forward or do something. And that's what he's done. Long kick. Gray, where is Gray? Got mitts to it, couldn't take the mark. Coming through again that time there. It's McLaren. Didn't correctly dispose of it. Reed, Elijah, dispossessed. Kicked out of the pack that time from Clark. Back it comes there. Good, smart little kick that time from Lukey Fish.
He meant that too.
He did too. And Angus Connolly takes the mark in his blood for boots. Kicks long up towards centre. Coming through Mulverton. Got 2 to beat. Got mitts to it. Couldn't take the mark. Ball spilled out. Holding the footy. Free kick will be taken here by Lepeno. He's got Warwick deep. Burley's deep as well. He's going to go looking for Warwick. He's on a lead. Got him. Takes the mark. 55 out.
Oh, he's
Quickly
up goal
plays
hungry.
on.
Here he goes.
He likes a goal. Kick looking for Burley. He's got the box set at the back. Ruben Beasley marks and goals. And he loves it. He's doing a lap of honour, Willoughby. And it's a goal in A contender.
A West Vic Sheds and
Another rule,
Garages
boys,
goal of the
that drives
day.
me crazy.
Yeah, go on, Harrow.
He peeled round on there. He's taken about 15 steps before it's play on. I just, you stand, don't move. I'm watching.
Stand.
I hate that. I agree with you, Harrow. I hate that rule as well. 9-3:57 to move on to the Western Eagles. They've kicked 4 straight this third quarter. Apollo Bay are 4-5-29. That's on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. We've played 16 minutes in this third quarter, all thanks to Sports Power Colac.
I think, though, Harrow, it has worked in the AFL because scoring has gone up.
Yeah, it has.
Not just a little, it's gone up a lot now.
It has.
It's taken 3 years, though, for it to come in full
Coaches
effect.
have made their changes, though.
Yeah.
They play a more offensive side now.
Which is good, and that's because of that rule.
Yeah.
But it does irate you when you're watching Friday night footy and you just hear Stan. Stan's like, come on, mate. It's been 3 years. They know the Stan.
Yeah, the ball is Ruben Beasley still stopped finishing his lap of honour, and the ball's finally back.
We've got some good celebrations today.
Yeah, we do. They're back. I reckon Big H did go and tell them to celebrate every goal.
He loved it too.
You'd want them celebrating too.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Last week, they were just very mellow, the Colac Imperials, weren't they?
That's just his second goal in senior football too, Ruben Beasley.
Traditional celebrators, Brodie Smith and Noah Allen, just nothing. It was like a like they were kicking goals in practice games.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, very weird that. Anyway, back in the middle now. Gee, a bit of a nil or draw there. Plions comes out. Like the look of Stevens. He kicks up towards centre half forward. Blake, he ran himself back into trouble. And we'll get a ball up at centre half forward for the Bay.
So we've gone 17 and a half in this Sports Power third quarter. It's been the Eagles 4-1. Dominating quarter. They haven't had a quarter like this for some time. Big pack around this. They had the one win last year against Otway Districts. Over the journey since, I think, 2015. It's definitely in the CDFNL live era. They've only beaten Otway Districts and Nilwarra back. It's their only wins. They've beaten Apollo Bay all the way back in 2012 was their last victory against them.
I didn't know that stat.
11 years in the making at the moment. Reed wins the tap out. Anderson's kick was smothered. Still in the forward 50 for the Hawks. Chance for Clark. Dribbling play. Hair pass towards the goal line. It's rushed through for a behind. 4 goals, 5-29. Yeah, 4 goals, 30. Apollo Bay, 9-3-57. The Western Eagles is a 27-point lead.
Haven't seen Pickett for a while too.
No.
Boys. Don't know what's up there with him, but anyway, kick forward. No mark taken. We'll get a boundary throw in. So both sides down to one on the bench. So hope nothing's too serious with Pickett. We haven't seen him for a while.
He's sitting there in front of the car. I can see him.
So
Tristan Smith's getting his calf rubbed over there, so he might be out.
Yeah, Tyler George done for the day with an ice on that what would look to be a very nasty lower leg injury. Anderson must take a free. No holding the ball. Gee, that's a bit red hot in these conditions. Free kick nonetheless to be taken here. And 50.
Harper very good lit.
And must have been for dropping the magic word.
What's the free kick count today, AJ?
15 Eagles, looks like 19 for Apollo Bay.
Has it felt like
I don't know if that's a double 50 maxi, but I wouldn't mind buying land.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right for the goal square.
So we'll go up to him after the game and say how many acres,
so
what price.
Yeah, the real estate agents will be they're cashing in their cash there as Brew Goodler comes in and kicks an easy goal, probably the easiest goal he's ever kicked in his career. So they get their second goal of the turn and it takes them on to 4 goals, 5-6-36. So Western Eagles 9-3-57. Approaching time on 13 thanks to Sports Power car like Greg Allen. Farm Machinery scoreboard.
Hasn't felt like an over-umpired game today, has it, Harrow?
No, they've been good.
They've been pretty well.
Yeah, no, it's been good.
Well, that was surprising when you said it was about 34 free kicks, though.
Yeah, that's about average,
the majority of them have been there, though.
Yeah, well, a couple of weeks ago, it was the Bury Imps game was just so over-umpired.
Well, they definitely haven't looked at any today and thought,
They haven't even noticed them.
No.
Particularly when they've asked us when they can start.
I reckon they let the game flow a bit more on the ground when it's a wet weather game.
McDonald wins the tap out. Here's Luke Fish in the middle. Hand pass, though, being turned over. Trying to create something here. There's numbers with the Hawks. Hand pass forward. Stevens tried to get the tackle in. And he's given away a free kick. And it'll go the way of the Eagles in the middle of the corridor here. So Fish with the footy. Needs to grow that hair back. Sends the ball down to centre half forward. Jack Fish couldn't take the mark. And it's gone out of bounds on centre wing. So 57 plays, a 36. It's a 21-point ball game here. They're still in it at Apollo Bay.
His Hicks mates tea today, Maxie.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. It's been a bit quieter than last year.
Stood outside in the rain.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Good stuff.
Loves his footy.
Great to see.
We need more supporters like that. But yeah, Hick had a bit of a run-in with him last year. Created a little bit of drama on air, but no, they're the characters you want to come to your local footy and support your clubs, don't they, Harrow?
Yeah, he's good. Andy, here every week. Pays his membership. He can yell out if he wants.
Exactly. Umpire throws it back up. Reed wins the tap out. And a bit of a rugby skirmish. Storm going to win tonight, Harrow?
Yes, they are. Yeah, we spoke about that. Max and I on the way across the ground.
Magic round. Defensively, we're really good against the Rabbitohs 4 weeks ago. I think it feels like it just was.
Yeah, Magic round too at Suncorp.
The real gather round. Oh, it's all played at the one stadium. It's already pretty chopped up. I watched it last night.
Second game, it was like a soft 7 or whatever it was in racing terms.
I don't know how I'm feeling about Broncos dominating this year.
No, me neither.
No,
I'm not a Broncos
It's not right.
fan.
It's like Richmond winning flags.
Gee.
They're always the butter of jokes, and now they're on top of the ladder. So
Hello to Pete Mulheron.
well, you know, they had the ninthman jokes, always losing finals.
Holding the ball.
And then they started winning flags. So free kick here to Apollo Bay in their back 50.
Paddy Lug.
So Luggy now with the footy. He's going to kick. Finds a teammate now.
Ash.
And so Ash plays on. Sends it to centre half forward. So Gray takes the mark. Quick hand pass over the top now. Sends it inside the forward 50. Looking for Curry. He's got a couple to beat.
Oh.
Trying to create something, but he couldn't. It's gone out of bounds. The boundary throwing.
That's what a couple of times they haven't been able to do that much today. The quick chain and handball there.
They moved it through the middle of the ground, all right, then, that's for sure.
Sun Bay, they're a Wirrapee again. This has just been odd weather.
It's almost balmy.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a home game for Apollo Bay today, Harrow, with this weather.
Pete Hickey would say it's weather.
It is weather.
What do we got here?
Free kick.
I don't know. They've plucked something out. Free kick's going to go to the Hawks. Free kick, Apollo Bay.
Daniel Gray.
And Gray could go back and have a shot here. He's kicked 1 goal, 2. He's been a live wire up forward. He's swapped from number 12 to the long sleeve 39. Must have got a bit cold towards the back end of the second quarter. Goes back. His kick is staying right.
Ooh.
And it's through from behind. 1 goal, 3 to Danny Gray in this game. And the Hawks are 5-7-37, 9-3-57. The Western Eagles, 20 points the ball game here. And we've got 23.5 in this third quarter thanks to Sports Power Colac on Mix FM.
I think the Bale need another goal, Maxie, before three-quarter time.
I agree.
I just think 20 points will be too far.
Apollo Bay's highest score for 2023. Prior to that was 4 goals, 5. And so Blake just plays on out of the square and just blasts it long. McDonald got mitts to it, couldn't take the mark. Back inside 50 here for the Bay. If they can sneak a goalie before three-quarter time, give themselves some hope. Ball not going anywhere. Still not going out. Still not out. Ball up. So they're getting another opportunity here. About 50 right in front of one of the new light towers here near Willoughby. Thought they were going to have a user there about half an hour ago. Now the sun's come out. Burley passes back to a dangerous spot. Picked up here from Smith. He has a flying snap for goal. I tell you what, that's close.
And not a bad celebration here, boys.
Garland, he likes it. Garland Pye wants a little look at me time. I reckon this is good. It's a goal. Goal and 8 contender for Tristan Smith. He's second.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Game on in the nest, Harrow. Game on.
The Hawks are not out of this just yet. They've kicked the last couple. Tristan Smith becomes the first multiple goal kicker on the ground. And that takes them on now to 6 goals, 7:43. Western Eagles 9-3-57. We played 25 minutes, third quarter.
Kick another one now. I'll back us in.
You got to think too, Harrow. Eagles they haven't been in winning positions like this before.
Our Blakes probably haven't either.
Well, that's true. But it does in that head. They've been in this situation before. This time last year against Apollo Bay, they'll probably play in the better footy. And they just couldn't close it. So this is going to be a big next couple of minutes to edge out the third quarter. Here's Lukey Fish. Sends the ball from the middle of the ground to centre half forward. Bouncing football here. Who's going to win it? Lug goes to the football and he's tackled. Free kick.
Paddy Lug
at half back. So Lug now, what he's going to go through down the corridor. Kick now, finds a target. They work in the ball now to centre half forward Apollo Bay. They're up and about. Danny Gray again. What can he do? Palms it forward. Can he pick it up? And he does. He sends it inside the forward 50. Can get a marking target. Curry couldn't take the mark. Still on ground level here. Players loose. Smith is lurking again. I don't know what sort of kick that was, but it's gone out of bounds on the full. Tried to kick the goal, the Millennium, and it's out of bounds on the full. But they're up and about now, the Hawks. Bit of urgency about this game.
That had that I'll have a shot from anywhere.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. Russell Robertson style. Yes. So what can Apollo Bay do? Curry tries the trap. Chancey now for the Eagles. They're trying to work it out of defence. They're mucking around with it.
They're coming, though.
They've been good the last 10 minutes, the Bay, though, all the same.
Yeah, it's all of a sudden they've really found that gear,
I
another
think
gear.
McDonald in the ruck helps.
Yeah, it
Harrow.
does. Yeah, AJ, I thought I was going to say that before. He has played a good quarter too.
57 to 43. 14 points to the margin. It was 27 points about 6 minutes ago. The Hawks are coming, though. Thumping kick inside the forward 50 for the Hawks. Bouncing ball. Rolling. Scott. Oh, it's kicked off the ground, Danny Gray.
Here they come.
It's a goal, Contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
The youngster Leopold Scott just had a moment that he would love to take back. He was trying to rush it through. I don't know what he did, just a bit of a brain frayed, but Danny Gray came from the clouds and kicked a ripper of a goal. 7-7-49 Apollo Bay, 9-3-57 the Western Eagles, 8 points the margin, and we've gone 27.5 in this third quarter on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
Where's he come from, Harrow?
Danny's from Geelong. He was a student teacher in Apollo Bay about 10 years ago.
There you go. So, where's this come from here? Now we've got a game on all of a
I
sudden.
might get a little bit of time on this because there's been a few goals.
Yeah,
this
we
week.
have.
Coming up to 28-minute mark.
It's a dominating quarter early by the Eagles, but boom.
Gee, all of a sudden they've come to life here in the Bay. Game on here at Real Willoughby here. Kick back towards the centre of the ground. It's been taken away. That's off from Watson. Watson stepping ball up towards half forward. Come off the side of his boot. Keep it in play. Couldn't quite do so there. Boundary throw and taken over there by Fish.
I wouldn't have thought they'd be long now, though, boys, with their 28-minute mark.
They're 9-3 plays, 7 goals.
3 minutes.
7.
Three.
27.5 minutes. So boundary throw in here. 3 minutes to go in this third term, so there's still plenty of time for either team. Kick smothered off the boot. Harmer picks that up. Did really well. Step out of traffic with Smother. Still inside 50 here. Connolly's lurking. He's immediately tackled. That's nearly dropping the ball, surely. Yep, it is. Free kick taken here for the Bay, who are coming.
What the Bay wouldn't want, they now, is to do another goal to the Eagles.
No, they won't.
Ollie Wright.
So it's Wright, Janko with the footy, sends the ball out of the defensive 50. Bouncing ball. Chancey now.
Oh, that's too high.
Gray, head over the foot. He's going to win a free kick here.
He's actually played well, Danny Gray, hasn't he?
He has. He's had a ripper. He's been their best play. He's definitely been a live wire. Looks a bit proper here, though. He's picked himself up. So he went from the 12 to the 39 at the half-time spread. He might not want to change his jumper again.
He might be a chance for the ACLTL too.
He sends the ball now to centre half forward. Pack around this one. Bouncing ball. Under pressure of the Eagles defenders. They're going to get a free kick, though. Bit of a let-off. Licky Fish wins the free kick at half-back. Kick short. Finds Connolly.
Might have done a bit of a Joel Selwood on that one, though.
What, did he win 4 premierships?
Yeah, no, he
Ducked for a premiership medal again, did he?
buckled at the knee.
Comes out the read.
Mark.
Free kick. No, it's going to be a mark.
Yes,
No,
Mark.
Danny Gray, free kick back on the wing.
So ripping.
Gray.
Gray.
Sorry, Graves with the footy. Plays on. Oh, look at the speed. Sends the ball inside the forward 50 for Apollo Bay. Burley.
Oh,
he's going to
gone.
get tackled. No, he gets out of the tackler, though. Gets it over top to Blake, who sends it out of defensive 50. Guilty. Class over centre mark of the day. Elijah Reid.
I think
that
you
was
just
a
give it to
ripper. And there's a player down for Apollo Bay,
It's
too.
Gray.
Gray, yeah, it's Gray.
Ashton Harrison.
And Ashton Harrison takes a good mark at half-back.
He does indeed. He's going to set it in the corridor dangerously.
happening.
Right in the nest of Eagles, and Zach Watson's was the one of them. Takes the mark. They can't keep to see the goal here. Warwick's on a lead. But he interfered with Harmer. Harmer goes long to the goal square. Yes! Angus Reid's taken a great mark. Class Harmer centre mark of the day. And he'll go back, and this is a big kick here as we approach three-quarter time. Against the tide of things. And Angus Reid, he's already kicked one. He'll go back from 35 on a slight angle.
How bad's that sun glare, Robbo? Oh, Harrow, sorry.
It's Robbo. It's quite bright looking into it, isn't it? It is. I'm not complaining, though.
Yeah, nah, better than what it was just before half-time.
Angus Reid, can he kick his second? No. Just misses. You can hear a hush over the ground. Their first blemish in this second half. Angus Reid's kick 1 goal 1. They're going to 9-4-58. Apollo Bay is 7-7-49. 9 points at efforts as we're closing on three-quarter time of play. 31 minutes.
Son of a gun, Harrison sends the ball out of defensive 50 here. They're going to go up the corridor. Big kick in the middle of the ground. Chancey now for the Hawks, trying to get out of it. Quick hand pass.
Oh,
He's played hole in the ball.
Gee whiz.
And the advantage played to the Western Eagles. They go inside the forward 50 Reid. Couldn't take the mark, but he's going to get a free kick. All of a sudden now the umpires are just going over this game. Harrow, we gave them a bit of a blessing in the thumbs up earlier. And they've turned rogue on us. Ball kicked inside the 450. Warwick's there. Going to rush it through was Ashton Harrison at three-quarter time. 10-point the margin here. 9-5-59 the Western.
18 also to Tristan Smith. Those are the leading stats winners for the three-quarter time. Next step, come boys.
Third quarter around the grounds. LV 59 led in the South Colac Footy Club 36. Illawarra Biak 52. Birregurra 28. And Lawn 35. Colac Imperials 32. And tonight it is the H3 Shield 20th anniversary at Cobden. Simpson taking on at Way Districts.
And a couple of A-grade scores to read out. Illawarra Biak 58, defeated Berry 39. Lawn 54, defeated the Colac Imperials 52. So the KFC Colac last quarter is underway here. Hope it's finger licking good because this game is turning into a ripper after half time. Ball paired, ball up. I suspect there's probably a little bit of throw been paid, but umpire obviously wasn't aware of that. So ball up again. McDonald into the ruck. Straight down the arms there of Fish. Luke. Oh, kick to centre half forward there. Good mark pay taken.
Paddy
Lugg's taken. Coming to the game in the second half. He's had a good game. He decides to kick it. He thought about the handball. The kick though up to centre half forwards might be okay here. What can the Bay do here? Coming through there, Brew Goodland. Fires at the hand pass. It was smothered. Manane going in. Good handball to McLaren. 45 metres out. Stabbing ball to full forward. Curry at the back is there. Coming through there. Ripping. Couldn't quite take it. Got bumped up the football as he was hunting for the pack. Good tackle. They'll get a stoppage inside 50 again. Do the Hawks. They'll get a ball up.
Oh, they're up and about here, Harrow. Good
smell the win.
Start.
The first goal would be huge.
Yeah, this is a big first goal here in this last quarter here. First win on the board awaits the winner unless there's a draw.
Settle.
He's going towards the boundary. Fish happy to see it go over.
If there's a draw, I think they'll agree to play extra time.
Oh,
yeah,
that would be
that'd be good there as well.
Got to get a winner today, Harrow.
Yep.
Draws are for your socks.
Yeah, so boundary throwing 25 metres out from the Bay goal. Apollo Bay's goal heading in towards the Simpson end of the ground, which is blue sky covered at the moment. Ball thrown up after that heavy downpour of rain early in the second term. At the back here, Ash went to ground. Well, Ash was taken high. Umpire said play on. Ball pin. Get another ball up. As Anderson is the last one off the ground. So, like I mentioned here, the first goal is vital. It's been some ripping games around the district this afternoon, but this one has turned into a ripper. Hand pass Benade. Here's an opportunity. It was held. No free kick. Curry. Can he break the tackle? He can. Gets the hand pass away. Trying to take one on too many. And they paid on the footy? Have they?
No, they have, yeah.
No, they haven't.
I know, it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
We're ran out of time, Max.
Yeah.
So,
good decision.
Apollo Bay are locking it in inside their forward 50. They're pressing here. 10 points the margin. KFC Colac last quarter. Eagles 59. Apollo Bay 49. Here come the Eagles. They just can't get it out of their defensive 50, though. Numbers with the Hawks. And again, goes out of bounds. Boundary throwing about 50 out from the Hawks goal. Grandstand side here. Pretty good crowd between these two sides.
Yeah, it is. Eagles always get a good crowd.
Yeah.
They've got a terrific following.
All this pressure of them maybe moving back into town and all that. I tell you what, you wouldn't want to do that when you've got a great facility out here. Just needs a couple of upgrades. Got the lights out here now.
Change rooms haven't changed.
No, they haven't. That's
years.
what I meant by the upgrades. But they also they still come out here, and it's a good place to come and watch footy. They're not a really bad view. It's on a huge ground. So boundary throwing. Burley wins the tap out. Brew Gauntlet is caught. Holding the footy. Free kick to the Eagles.
He tried to take him on.
Can they break the play here? 10 points the margin. And they'll look to go forward.
Fish. This is Luke Fish. He thumps the kick long up towards half forward. Oh, good mark. Very good mark, Elijah Reid. He's having a great afternoon. He quickly wheels and plays on. Kick looking for It's in the box seat. And he's taken the mark. Class over centre mark of the day. And his opponent there, I think he might have done his
hamstring.
Look at that.
Pulled up.
There, he did look on that marking contest there. Chris Warwick.
It's been pretty quiet today, hasn't he, Warwick? We thought he might come in and kick a bag today. Snagged 6 back in round 1 here under lights against the Imps.
He's probably still got 26 minutes.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He's one of those forwards that probably could do that, couldn't he?
So Chris Warwick, he's already kicked 10 goals for the season so far. Kicked 6 in round 1 against the Imps. Comes in virtually directly in front. Kick and gun barrel straight. It's a goal and a contender.
A Westfield
Right, he went
Sheds
early on
and
that. It only went over the line
Garages
about
goal of
30
the
mil.
day.
Chris Warren kicks his first goal, and he's really come alive in the second half after a quiet start. And they go on to 10 goals, 5-65 at Apollo Bay. 7-7-49, 16-point lead, 4.5 gone in this case at Colac last quarter. That is on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
Just as Apollo Bay were pressing, Harrow, that's a real kick in the guts, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Should have got some reward down this end before, but then
We had the
Eagles
first
just
couple of
went
minutes
bang.
in forward. It always seems to go like that, doesn't it? You have the ball on the forward line, straight down the other end for a goal.
Oh, that sun, mate. We are cooking right now.
We're loving it.
We're looking pretty good. We might go for a surf tomorrow down at Apollo Bay. Harrow.
Oh,
free
gee
kick,
whiz.
surely.
Oh,
No, had his
gee.
head ripped off there. Chance here now for the Eagles. Stacks on, will be another ball up. Do you surf much, Harry?
No, I don't.
Not a surfer.
No, I used to, but water's too cold.
Too cold. Just stick to lawn bowls now. Right. Burley wins the tap out. Tries to go to the football. Be another ball up. Had to shut the roof here at Irrawillipi.
What roof?
Well, they need one.
No footy ground should have a roof on it. They need to tear down Marvel Stadium. Sends it inside the forward 50. Bouncing football here. Curry picks it up on the volley, but he's just been tackled straight in the ground. Bang!
Oh,
And is it going to be a free kick?
on the ball.
Hold of the footy. My God, that is a tough call.
That is a tough call.
That is not holding the footy. Umpire needs to read the rule book and also read the room a little bit as well. Did not have disposal of that footy. 1 ounce then. Ball kicked short.
Burley.
And Burley takes the mark. He's been lively today. Much better outing than he did out at Jellybrand a few weeks ago. Here's Connolly.
I liked his game.
Yeah, Connolly's been good. Kicked the first goal this afternoon. Kicks it to centre. Wins. Centimetre perfect. Scott Anderson takes the mark. He's been good too. A couple of good goals. Kicks now looking for Warwick. What can he do in this last quarter? The Cole Reamer boots there, AJ.
We love him.
And he's got out of bounds. Sort of out. He looks like a real traditional country footballer that plays here at Irrawillipi, doesn't he, Harrow?
He does.
With the long hair.
Tattoos,
Yeah.
orange boots.
Yeah. Not in the in your physique, Harrow.
Yeah, there's a
But he's very lively
What's
forward.
happened here, boys?
Drew, do you know?
no idea.
I mean, they were discussing what was
Was it
going
on
on.
the
Full or throw in or...
So boundary throw in here. Burley versus McDonald. McDonald wins the tap out. Brew Gauntlет's got the footy now. He's tackled. And it'll be a ball up right in front of our commentary position here. 10-5-65 the Eagles. Apollo Bay 7-7-49. The Eagles had the margin out to 27 points in that third quarter. Went down to 10. They've kicked the first goal of this last quarter, the Eagles. And it's going to be a Stacks on again. It'll be a ball up right in front of our commentary position. Dead eye to us.
Right where
Got
we are.
prime view here, which is good to see. McDonald slaps the ball forward for Apollo Bay. Still a chance now, but the Eagles kick the ball into the middle of the ground now. Here's Harmer. Harmer now kicks to centre half forward. Good kick.
Melbourne.
Finds a tip there. There's Drew's boy. Sends it inside the forward 50. Warwick's there. Couldn't take the mark. Reed picks it up. Left forward pocket.
Oh.
Bouncing through for a behind. 3 goals, 2 to Elijah Reed. 10-6-66. The Western Eagles, 17-point leaders. Apollo Bay, 7-7-49. And we've travelled 8 minutes in this KFC Colac last quarter.
West have coughed it up here. Maxi Gutsman. It's been turned over to Jack Fish. Goes inboard. And Elijah Reed takes the mark. 30 metres out. Hudson Harrison is absolutely livid. So he's Harrow in the commentary box. He wants to smash everything in sight. And he'll go back. Elijah Reed. And you would think we'll make it the Apollo Bay's task even more impossible to deal with.
That's that one I was saying to you, though. That's a 15-metre kick.
Yeah.
No one on you.
It's a killer turnover. Coach killers, aren't they?
Elijah Reed, 35 out, comes in and he's hooked it to the left.
Well, that's a let-off.
That's a big let off, you're right. Margin 3 straight kicks.
Commentators curse.
They're going to 10-7-67, so Lever Chicken's still alive, AJ. Apollo Bay 7-7-49, and we have ticked past the 8, nearly the 9-minute mark of this last quarter as Ashton Harrison plays on and just thumps it towards the outer half work. McDonald got missed, still couldn't take the mark. A couple of Eagles down there, landed very awkwardly. Coming through now is Leopold Scott. Hand passed inboard and didn't find a target. Good tackle that time from Luke Fish. Ball pin, we'll get a ball up. Ball up in the centre of the ground here, Neil Willoughby.
Oh, what a day. What a day for it. That rain, I told you, it was just a passing shower, wasn't it?
Bit of mist went past.
Yeah.
McDonald on the tap down. Gee, heavy hit going on there. Players going very hard. Free kick, Apollo Bay. So they need something here. Free kick to be taken by Stevens. He's been hard at it since half time. It's a third free kick he's won and scored. That is a shocking kick. That's the clanger of the day right there.
A
don't know where
premium
that's
group
plenty of
rating clanger of the day.
It's kicked it straight to Connolly, all by himself. He kicks out wide
look
to
at the numbers.
Melverton. Good set of hands, the youngster. Class Harbour centre mark of the day. He's got Elijah Reid deep forward. That's where the kick takes. Elijah Reid one out, and good mark. Very good mark taken by Paddy Luck. Class Harbour centre mark of the day. He goes out wide and finds a teammate there in Dylan West.
And West sends it out defensive 50. It's going to be turned over. No, Connolly couldn't take the mark. Chancing now for Smith. Tristan Smith does the old Dustin Martin fend off. Goes by hand. Looking for Brew Gauntlet. His hand pass is smothered. Turned over. Hot football. Smith's lurking as well. Good chance here now for the Eagles. Just a couple of quick hand passes to get out of this disposal there. Comes out to Blake. Kick wasn't really good. Jack Fisher's there on ground level. Tries to palm it towards the boundary. West picks up the football. Connolly's there. Ball up right in front of the scoreboard. 67 plays 49. 18 points the margin in this last quarter. Sunbathed, Irrawillippi. Marshall McDonald paddles the ball, but they go forward there by Angus Reid. It's going to go out of bounds.
You definitely can't doubt the endeavour from both sides, can you?
It's been a good contest.
You're trying to get a win.
Yeah, that's exactly right. When you come to the local footy, you shouldn't look for the talent and the disposal skills. You're not going to get that like you get on a Friday night at the MCG. You're going to get a good contest, and that's what this game's provided. And it'll be a good tackle there by Harmer. We'll ball up right near the boundary line here. So advantage Western Eagles.
And it's also been played in pretty good spirit too.
Yeah, there's been nothing, has there?
No.
Not one bit of niggle.
18 points the margin. McDonald palms the ball forward. Here's Jack Fish. Punch out of bounce. Boundary throwing yet again.
Isn't that a ripping hairdo on Jack Fish? He's an absolute beauty.
You used to have a mullet, Harrow, back in your day?
No.
I feel like you would have. You had the long hair?
No, crew cut, man.
Crew cut.
Okay.
Yep.
That would have been interesting in the 80s, huh?
It was.
So boundary throwing again. High half forward for the Western Eagles. You reckon they've got almost these 4 points in their bag? Fish walks out of boundary throwing.
The thing that'll be good with that too is watching the celebrations afterwards.
Yeah,
it's good.
exactly right.
They've done a lot of work over the years, the Eagles.
Just one win last year.
Yep.
They had one win in their little COVID period as well, the return. And it'll be a ball up again.
It's been 315 days, Maxie, since they last won a game, the Eagles.
There you go.
Yeah, up the stats. Thanks.
How many
Scatman.
days since Essendon won a final? Since you're going to throw out day stats, AJ?
Hopefully later this year.
I'd be surprised if actually I would be surprised if there's actually a player on this ground right now that's actually been alive since Essendon won a final, AJ.
Free kick to the free
It's
kick.
hard to find.
Luke Fish takes a free kick for high contact and he thumps it there. Warwick's got the box seat. Got Mitchell, couldn't take the mark. Belverton come through. Couldn't quite take clean possession. Ashton Harrington ran past there to pressure. Gee, don't know what sort of a kick that, but nonetheless it's worked to Smith. Belverton comes it out to Lug. Lug up half back kick as he pressures, he kicked. Falling over Dienhoven. Burley can't pick the darn thing up. McLaren comes barging in like a Formula 1 car. Ball not going anywhere. Ball up. Yeah, good umpiring there from. And we'll get a boundary. We'll get a throw up there. Waste no time. McDonald the tap. Driving that time there with Smith. He's kick up towards half forward. It's a good contest. Good tackle there laid there by
Danny Gray.
Well, he's had a really good second half. He's coming to the game.
Had a good first quarter, had a good third quarter,
He
didn't
was
he?
good enough early too, I thought. When the
McDonald the tap. Driving it is Smith. He's been good too. Stick high kick. Curry's underneath it. I think it was interfered with, I reckon. He'll win himself a free kick and a shot on goal here. So.
Oh, what's he like directly in front, Harrow?
he's not too bad.
Yeah.
He's a good kick.
He got
Shane.
35 out.
Yep.
Directly in front.
You'd know the moment, wouldn't he? This is a big moment for Apollo Bay.
Just to put the margin back to 12 points with a straight kick. Comes in. Close to the middle of the mark. I tell you what, it's going to go right to the goal line. touched on the little line, through for one behind. So the margin back to 17 points.
Just needed that extra week mix this morning.
7-8-50. Western Eagles 10-7-67. We played 14 minutes in this KFC Carlick last quarter. Trent Blake brings the ball back into play, gets the hand pass away, and they're going to clear it away here through, that's Collins. Collins' kick, and that's an excellent mark, Elijah Reid. How many marks through him, AJ?
10.
He's on, yeah, he's got the double figures. He's kicked to the wing, not a great kick, however, but it might work. Ball's still in dispute. McDonald, McLaren, Ragdoll, and free kick. Umpire said play on, we'll get a ball up.
Have we ever been blinded by the sun and also we couldn't see on the other side because of the rain in the one game?
It's unheard of, isn't it? Michael Footy had its
I'm going to say it's going to snow at Cobden tonight. That's my prediction. It's going to snow at Cobden tonight.
It's never had to snow there for probably 200 years.
Yeah, well, there you go. What happened tonight?
McLaren's kick is a good one, and Stevens takes the mark 55 metres out. Won't be too far out to score. Curry's deep out, and they decide to go even wider. Not sure that was the right option. West has got time to pick it up. 55 out. Chipping ball into the pocket. Okay.
Benny Rippon.
And Rippon taking the mark, and he must go back and have a shot for goal. He's on the right side for right footer though. He'll kick from 35, but he's about 5 to 10 in from the boundary in the left far forward flank.
Run a bit of an arc. Open up the goals.
So this
He's got
is
a bit of room to move, doesn't he?
So this is an important kick. 35 to 40 out. Decides to come in here. Puts it on its way. Looks pretty good off the boot. It's just faded away to the right. That did go really wide, didn't it? Through for one behind. That takes one to 7-9-51. So that's ruined St Nelson part of it, AJ. Western Eagles at 10-7-67. We played 15.5 minutes in this KSC Carlick last quarter. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
Well, let's hope they lose now. Oh, they're going to ruin that moment.
Don't tell
They need a plucky goal somehow. Eagles though with a footy. They send the ball out of the defensive 50.
Good mark.
Good mark there. Warwick out of his defensive 50 gets the Bronx cheers from the loyal Western Eagles. He's going to switch it. It's a good kick to Angus Reid. Takes the mark at half back. Got the field ahead of him. He sends the ball now from half back to centre half forward. Really couldn't take the mark. There's a ruffle for the footy on ground level. Kick forward there by Smith. Still a chance here again. Another ruffle with the football. Reid hand pass though. Going to be intercepted. Big tackle on ground level, and it'll be a ball up on centre wing.
Good umpiring that from Denick.
16 points the margin. 67 plays 51. McDonald palms it down. Chancey now for the Hawks. They're trying to work the ball forward, but it's been turned over. Kick now to centre half forward. Rolling football here. Can Carson pick it up? He can't. Chancey now. Melbourne, sorry. Kick though was smothered. Chancey now for McLaren. He kicks out a defensive 50 and he finds West. West with the footy now for Apollo Bay at half back.
You might get a kick here, Harry, in a minute.
He's just got to come up the line.
Yeah, he's going to go long. Big pack around this one. Brugel flew high. Fitch was there. Chancey now for Reid. He's tackled. They want hold in the footy. They're going to get it.
Well, after Shane Curry's at the other end, we'll take that.
Well, that's it.
The square
and there you
up.
go. West, the hand pass was a shocker. Put West under pressure. Ash though with the footy. Sends the ball inside the forward 50 for the Hawks.
We'll get to that.
A couple of players flew high. Ball's still alive on ground level. Here's Anderson. Anderson now decides to take on the play. Kicks it on the outer side looking for Ruben Beasley. Couldn't take the mark. He kicks the ball forward. He's trying to create some sort of play there. Harrison picks up the football. He's tackled again. Here's Beasley with the footy. Good work there by Harrison though. His kick's going to go towards the boundary. No, he's still in play. Stevens for the Hawks. His hand pass is still in play. Chancey now again through Harrison. Sends the ball forward for the Hawks.
They're going the old-fashioned torp. He goes up towards centre half for Bruce there. Got taken out by a couple of Eagles. Umpire says play on. Going to ground there was Fish. Oh, good tackle. Very good tackle. Play on's to call. Crowd getting involved here. Here at Airedale Willipede. The kick by Watson's not all that great. And I think they might have gone out in the full. Who has it? Well, I don't know what's going on.
No,
Boundary throw-in. There, Harry. They're sometimes just still overusing the handball when they didn't need to.
It's just simple ones again, like we were saying before. Like it's a 2-metre handball.
18.5 minutes gone last quarter. Western Eagles still in the box in the driver's seat at the moment. Apollo Bay just desperately need to kick a goal here. Otherwise, she's game over. Lepeno goes up towards half forward. Delverton's done a nice and Warwick did really well. Gets around one. Snaps inside 50. Burley's deep out. And he's taken the mark 30 metres out. Directly in front. And we'll go back. and will ice the game, you would think, for the Western Eagles.
Oh, this is going to hurt the former Apollo Bay junior, Harrow. Got a bit of, I guess, you try and find a story out of this game for the back paper. Early, the former Hawk goes back and seals the game for the Eagles win.
I wouldn't be the author of it.
Lincoln Burley, 35 at this.
Oh, you got to try and find something, don't you?
To give the Eagles their first win in nearly a year. 315 days, as a matter of fact. Against his old team. 30 metres out. Directly in front. Comes in and ices the game! And he loves it. It's a goal and a contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
His first game at the first goal at the Western Eagles, as a matter of fact, and that's all she wrote, you will suggest. At the 20-minute mark of the last quarter, Western Eagles move on to go on to 11 goals, 773. Apollo Bay 7-9-51. The Eagles are home, boys.
Yeah, I reckon you're right, Brewster. I can't see them rounding that up.
Yeah.
They had their chance early in the quarter, the Bay. They just didn't hit the board. And again, some silly errors, I suppose.
Had a big chance, in the opening 5 or 6 minutes, didn't they,
Yeah.
Apollo Bay? They had a crack. They've had a good crack, and the closer they've come so far this season, they can build off this. Smith, hand pass to West. He's tackled by Fish. He's going to win a free kick. He's Dylan West on centre wing. One last sniff, maybe.
No. Don't reckon.
What have we got? How long we've
I think
got?
we're done.
20 and a half minutes.
So West
In the
now
time
sends the
on,
ball
it'll be
inside
about
the
3
forward
minutes.
50. 22 the margin. Hand pass smothered. Here's a chance for Blake. Tries to get it to Watson, but just can't get the hand pass out.
Oh, on the ball.
And a free kick. No, he took him on. That was definitely holding the footy. Free kick will go the way to Leo Nelson. So Nelson now, the sun's gone and it's gone down to about 12 degrees.
Thinking the same. The hail will be back in a minute.
Yeah, it will. So Nelson goes whooshka inside the forward 50. Through for a behind.
We'll have to nickname him Lord Nelson, Drew. What do you reckon?
Why not?
1 point to the Hawks. 7 goals, 10. They had some chances. 11 goals, 7. The Western Eagles, 21 points to margin.
And 21 minutes scored on the Richardson's real estate time clock. The Eagles are home here as Trent Blake brings the ball back in and he goes out wide. Elijah Reid got up higher than Joe Cocker but couldn't bring it down. We'll get a boundary throw in.
10 marks on the Stevcom stat sheet, Drew.
I'll tell you what, he would have taken out. I reckon that roof and the social wounds would have blown off, I reckon.
I think so.
He got up very, very high. He's really gotten himself into the game in the second half because delivery inside their 50 wasn't all that great in the second quarter. Wasn't his fault. So boundary throw in here. Just the 2 goals kicked in the last quarter. All gone to the Eagles here. Kicking back inside 50, and here's a chance here. And Monet, just a hack kick forward, and he marks it 40 metres out. He can't afford to muck around, no, but might be all too little too late.
Score update from the Western Oval. Imps look home. 9-6-60, leading Lawn 6-9-45.
Good win for the Imps.
After a big start by Lawn in the opening quarter.
So that's could be a
Scores
big
around
win.
the ground thanks to Lippy.
As Monet comes in, he's going right to the goal line. It's going to be tossed on the line, I'd say.
Oh,
That's off the ground.
No, over the line, I think.
yeah, went over.
One behind. Kettle down, AJ. You do your job and I'll do mine. 7-11-53. Western Eagles are 11-7-73 margin back to 20 points.
He does love his soccer, Benny Rippon, though.
Does he?
Who's he go for in the Premier League?
That guy keeps changing. I'm not a soccer man.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes,
Warwick's
that's his
in the
favourite.
back 50 here for the Eagles.
Oh, he's got the top.
He does. He's gone for the old-fashioned torpedo.
Look at that.
We love it. That was a ripper. Chancey now for the Hawks through Leo Nelson. Hand pass was smothered. Chancey now for the Western Eagles. Can it open up something? Can they get a celebration goal in this big victory they're about to achieve?
Milverton's got it.
So Milverton, Drew's boy,
He's been good since half time.
he's going to thump the ball high half forward. Wasn't a good kick.
No.
It was touched and it's gone out of bounds. The boundary throwing. 73 plays, 54.
What were the odds it would have been for Chris Warwick to kick a torp in the back 50 today? I wonder what odds would have that happening today.
Interesting move. I think he just wanted a couple of kicks. He's had a
Oh,
quiet day.
why not?
Apollo Bay done really well to nullify him.
But all to no avail.
Harrison was in the ruck there. All goes now into the middle of the ground.
Oh.
Warwick almost got the footy again. Chancey now for Brew Gauntlet. He's had a good second half, Brew Gauntlet.
He's had a good year.
Yeah,
Up.
sends it inside the forward 50. Here's Curry. Can he see the goals? He has a shot for goal. It bounces away. It bounces right away. He goes through for a behind.
5 behinds have kicked into the last quarter.
He's had a bit of a crack. They're gone now to 7 goals. I've got 7-13, Drew. 7-13, 55 to 11-7, 73. 18 points the margin.
Illawarra Bear have just defeated Birregurra around the grounds thanks to Thinkwater and have won by 14 points. 7-10, 52 to 5, 8-38. So the Bombers are back in business in season 2023. Ball off hands, Lapino. Hand pass to young Jack Fish. He's certainly had another crack, but his kick though was under pressure. And the mark being taken here by Clissold. Clissold's kick up towards half forward. Bouncing footy here inside 50. Coming through there, Watson dived over the top of the football. Ball pinned and holding the ball. So free kick here to be taken by who? Apollo Bay.
Benny Rippon again.
Benny Rippon will go back and have a shot. So he'll go back to pretty much directly in front for about 45 metres out. Distance shouldn't be a problem. But we had seen a couple of kicks in his last quarter have drawn away to the right or fallen short. So we'll see what he can do here. It's going to be all too little too late though. Rippon comes in for 45. Struck it pretty well though, however, this time. And he kicks his first for the afternoon. A consolation goal to the Bay. Benny Rippon kicks his first and it's a goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
After numbers of opportunities as Max goes checks the score, but Benny Rippon gets his first there. Harrow, he certainly tried very hard all day with not many supply up forward.
They haven't. They've had 21 scoring shots a Bay to 18 too, so they've had plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, for this last quarter, all thanks to Coates, 8, it is 12. So 8-12-60 to move on to the Apollo Bay. Western Eagles 11-7-73. I don't think the score will reflect that it actually has been a very entertaining game of footy to watch, of country footy here on Mix FM this afternoon.
3 goals in maybe 3 minutes, Harrow.
Kevin Sheedy reckons you can do it.
Yeah.
Well, Lee Matthews, isn't it?
Yeah, Lee Matthews. Carson kicks to centre half forward. Here's Hayden Clark. Gathers the football. Good hand pass over the top to Lug, to Harrison. Oh, this looks promising now. Paul
Good kick.
Goes out the top and finds
Danny Gray.
Danny Gray with the footy. He quickly plays on. Bit of urgency now. They go inside the 4-15. Curry flew high. Oh, he wanted a mark of the day contender, but he went about 5 minutes early and nowhere near the footy. And the Western Eagles, they work it out defensive 50 there. That was a big chance there from Apollo Bay's perspective to try and snag one. It's gone out of bounds and the boundary throwing 13 points to the margin. 73 plays 60. As we tickled now to the 26 and a half. KFC Colac last quarter. What's your favourite KFC item, Harrow?
Original Twister.
Hard to beat. Hard to beat.
Harrison up against Reed in the ruck. Here comes Jack Fish. They want holding the footy. Not going to get that. And all your ball up. Right in front of the Western Eagles dugout. It's going to be on tonight. I can tell you that. Bang! It is going to be on tonight. They're going to celebrate this victory. Here's Lug. Hair pass over the top now. It's a high one by Leo Nelson.
That'll bring more raid.
Couldn't take the mark. Brew Gauntlet's there. Stacks on him. Just trying to kill the contest now.
Oh,
it's on now. It's on now.
I don't know why you do it at this stage of the game.
Yep.
You want to do something like this, do it at the start of the last quarter.
Who's gone off to the races there? They thought they might get an easy goal. Someone said something and they decided to discuss what they are going to do after the game, and then Apollo they got caught into it, and then now it's just going to be a ball up, I think. So 73 plays 60. Western Eagles.
Free kick.
Oh,
Grant
here we
McLaren.
go. So Grant McLaren, the F1. Never kicks goals, but he got one here today.
There it is.
There's the siren. And after 315 days, the Western Eagles have won a game. They're on the board for season 2023. 11-7-73. Defeated Apollo Bay 8-12-60 in our round 5 game of the day here on CDFNL Live on Mix FM. Well done to the Western Eagles. Well deserved. But well played also to Apollo Bay, who really had a decent crack as well. But in the end, the Eagles get the big 4 points and might have just start things up in their 2023 season.
What did you make of that game, Harold?
Oh, it was good. You know, with the two teams down near the bottom of the ladder, so the sort of standard was probably what we thought. But congratulations to the Eagles, Like we were saying during the call, lot of years at the bottom. They do a lot of work. A lot of people around the club do a lot of work. So it's brilliant.
And the rain has just started again. Elijah Reed's got kicked 3, Scotty Anderson 2, Ruben Beasley, Angus Connolly, Angus Reid, Connor Carson, Chris Warwick, Lincoln Burley, the goals for the Eagles, while for Apollo Bay, Danny Gray was pretty good today, Tristan Smith with 2 each, Patrick Lugg, Will Bruglet, Grant McLaren, the F1, and Ben Rippon, the other single goal kicker for Apollo